Dragon Ball getting stronger from signing in Chapter 81-100. Chapter 81 Fear of number 17. Really strong. This 17 is a great guy. Sun Wukong's face hardened. The ultimate flash cannon just now is enough to compare with his own tenfold turtle Qigong. But even such a powerful attack didn't do him much damage. That means that his tenfold turtle Qigong is useless. More importantly, that guy will begi. The tower's flash cannons were absorbed. His strength must have undergone a huge change. In this way, it is difficult to speculate on the opponent's combat effectiveness. Ding! After taking a deep breath and absorbing the last bit of energy, the ultimate 17 feels like never before. The sense of strength that I had past erupted from every position of the body. Then, he slowly raised his head. What? No more attacking. The cold voice fell, and ultimate number 17 narrowed his eyes slightly and looked at Vegeta and Sun Wukong. Human. Then it's me. Ha. Ultimate number 17 booming sound, eyes opened in vain. In just an instant, the ground collapsed, and a huge crater several hundred meters appeared in front of him. How is that possible? Both Vegeta and Sun Wukong's expressions changed, and they were instantly shocked. This guy, just a look, has such a powerful destructive power. From 1237. Sun Wukong said loudly. Without you, Kakarot, I'll do it alone. Vegeta is still stubborn, how can he lose to these artificial things like this? But it turns out that the energy of Vegeta Super 4 can't really do damage to Ultimate 17. After the energy was finally absorbed, even the transformation could not be maintained. 17 whose strength has greatly increased, even if he is careful to control himself. Your own energy is not absorbed, but you still can't win the ultimate number 17. Monkey King, don't waste your energy, you go to hell to deal with Sharu and Frieza first. Otherwise we continue to resurrect, the world is in chaos, leave it to me here. Chumo looked at it and decided to do it himself. Sun Wukong heard the words, looked at the explosions that kept ringing around, and knew that if the source of hell was not solved, the world will only become more chaotic. Okay, I'll go to hell to fix it. You've packed up the 17th. Sun Wukong knew that it would be fine for Chumo to take action, and he originally wanted to ask Chumo to take action. After that, Sun Wukong got straight into the gate of hell. Ageg. Who are you? I'll let you meddle in your own business, and if that's the case, I'll kill you first. Bang. The next second, ultimate number 17 feet's fist hit Chumo's stomach heavily. Fast. It's too fast to see at all. It's so fast that you can't see it at all. Vegeta was shocked, the speed of this ultimate number 17 was too fast. What's the matter, can't you dodge this speed? It seems that I overestimate you a bit. Ultimate 17 sarcastically. Well, I just wanted to try your strength. It looks like you have some strength now. Chumo suddenly sneered and patted his chest, as if he was patting away the dust. But if that's your power, that's a big disappointment to me. Chumo slowly pushed back the fist of ultimate number 17 with his hand, and said with a sarcastic expression. At this time, the ultimate number 17, the power indeed surpassed the Super 4 Sun Wukong. But for Chumo, who normally has a combat power of 20 trillion, it is not worth mentioning at all. It's just another attack, don't get carried away, you bastard. Ultimate number 17, and it was unforgivable that he dared to look down on him so much. Then his body jumped up, and his right leg swept towards Chumo's head with a heavy force. The speed is as fast as lightning, and even the air is rustling, as if it is about to be torn apart. Alas, your speed is too slow, can you be faster? Chumo opened his mouth with disdain, then grabbed the heel of the ultimate number 17, and then with a force, directly thrown out. Boom. Ultimate number 17 feet's body flew straight out like a broken kite, then pierced through countless mountains and rivers, and stopped thousands of meters away. Along the way, there are round holes left in the mountains and rivers. Damn, who is this guy, and how can he be so powerful? A heavy color appeared on the face of ultimate number 17. If it is an accident once, then the second time you need to re-evaluate the strength of the other party. Huh. But it was Chumo's body that followed. Come on, I haven't warmed up yet. At this time, he is already in the mysterious realm, and he looks the same as normal, which is really the best state to pretend to be. Chumo looked at ultimate number 17 with a playful face, and smiled lightly. What's the matter? I start to be afraid like this. Is it? Scared? Stop being self-righteous, I'm going to tear you to shreds. Ultimate number 17 fell. His body retreated a distance of dozens of meters and was suspended in midair. The hands are 5-fingered, and the fingertips are shining with black light. Hellbomb. The roar fell, and the hands of ultimate number 17 were wrapped in sparks, gathering hundreds of black spherical energy bullets. Then with a wave of both hands, the energy bullet quickly shot towards Chumo. Boom. The harsh humming sound was accompanied by the thick smoke of the explosion, and Chumo's body was instantly swallowed in. A mountain and river instantly turned into a tianqing. Alas, this kind of attack of yours can only raise some dust. You wouldn't naively expect to use this. Come and beat me. Before Ultimate 17 could get excited, a cold voice suddenly sounded from behind him. Hearing the jokes behind him, Ultimate number 17 didn't turn his head back, and hurriedly moved a few hundred meters ahead, and then back. But when he turned around, he saw Chumo's abominable handsome face. Ah! Ultimate number 17 went back several hundred meters again, but this time, Chumo kept watching coldly and did not act. Chumo put his hands on his chest and did not regard the ultimate number 17 as an opponent at all. Damn, you look down on me again and again, this time I will kill you completely. Ultimate number 17 was so angry that he lost his mind, and after roaring, he raised his palms high above his head. A golden energy bomb quickly condensed, and then expanded rapidly like a ball. In just a few seconds, the energy bomb has expanded to several hundred meters in size. I don't know how to die, die for me. Die. The voice fell, and the energy bomb held high by the ultimate number 17 blasted directly at Chumo. Thank you for visiting 5G Xiao, Shuo, Wang. Remember me, 5G XS. Chapter 82 Super number 17, Die. The energy ball contains the power to instantly destroy the entire solar system. You want to kill me with this kind of thing? You look down on me too much. The corner of Chumo's mouth raised, showing a look of disdain. He opened his mouth and swallowed the terrifying energy bomb directly. Hiccup. Chumo patted his belly. Nothing at all. What? Impossible. You swallowed it. A look of fear suddenly appeared in the eyes of ultimate number 17. The energy ball just now gathered all of its power. Even so, it can't do any harm to this damned guy Tilda. What a boring fight, I've lost interest. Although in another world, you are my brother-in-law. But here, you don't deserve it. Chumo looked at the ultimate number 17, looking very boring. 17 in front of me is a little too weak, and it is too far from what I imagined. Of course, it may be because he is too strong. And my wife has a crush on this evil number 17. I won't mind killing myself. Ah, damn you, even if you get carried away, there should be a limit. Ultimate number 17 was so angry that his entire face was contorted. I didn't expect to meet this unfathomable guy before long after the fit. Life is too hard. Difficult. Die. The ultimate number 17, who had run wild, didn't bother to think about whether he should escape, so he attacked Chumo frantically. Hit it. The speed has been improved again. You are courting death yourself, you can't blame me. Chumo said disdainfully. The figure flashed and directly met the fist of the ultimate number 17. Boom. At the moment when the fists collided, a huge sound wave appeared directly from the air. The entire ground collapsed for 1,000 meters in an instant, and Vegeta was blown away by dozens of meters. Boom! At the moment when the fists collided, a huge sound wave appeared directly from the air. The entire ground collapsed for 1,000 meters in an instant, and Vegeta was blown away by dozens of meters. Luckily he recovered. A lot, otherwise, it may directly shock him to death. If this is the case, it is estimated that Baidian can't raise his head even more. Damn, I must continue to become stronger. Vegeta clenched his fists, he couldn't bear to be defeated so easily. The earth began to tremble violently. The terrifying vibration instantly leveled the mountains and rivers in a radius of 100 miles. Chumo's body remained motionless, and he still kept a smile on his face. But the ultimate 17th was not so lucky, and shot directly into the sky like a meteor. Then, passed through the atmosphere and went directly to outer space. Chumo's strength is too amazing, the ultimate number 17 can't resist such power at all. Even, the right arm of ultimate number 17 has been directly blown up, and a bright red liquid flew out of the empty shoulder. I don't know if it's oil or blood, after all, it's a combination of a human and a pure robot. Powerful. It was so powerful that it blew up the moon in the distance. Huh. Chumo moved in an instant and came directly to the front of the ultimate. That's all you have. Feet kicked the ultimate 17 deep into space. Then Chumo followed up again, hitting the ultimate in the face one by one, and then stepped on the ultimate with one foot. The handsome face, stepped it directly into Mars. Then Chumo followed up again, hitting number 17 ultimate in the face one by one, and then stepped on the ultimate. On the handsome face of number 17, step it directly into Mars. The two have already come to Mars. The ultimate android, but that's it. Since he chose to directly erase the ultimate number 17, Chumo would not have any hesitation. Ultimate number 17 feet's body was struggling frantically, and there was still endless anger on his face. But there was still no way to break free from Chumo's feet. His handsome face was directly rubbing against the cold ground. At this time, his energy has dropped significantly, and it is no longer comparable to Vegeta's Super 4. Death Energy Bomb. After Chumo's voice fell, a powerful energy ball condensed in the palm of his hand, and then blasted directly to the ultimate 17. Body. Haha, you can't kill me like this. Ultimate number 17 burst out laughing, such a powerful energy is really a big boost. Pick up the goods, then you can absorb it and take a look. Chumo said disdainfully, and then applied a fluorescent energy shield to himself. Boom. The energy ball exploded, and Mars exploded directly. Only a green mask remains in space, and finally, the body of the extreme number has no slag left. Flowers. Chumo smiled. Only a green mask remained in space, and the body of ultimate 17 had no slag left. Although he can absorb energy to become stronger, the energy that Chumo blasts out is too powerful, directly beyond the final. Extreme number 17 limit. It's done, it's done. Chumo clapped his palms, looking very relaxed. Although he easily killed the ultimate number 17, he was not happy. Because whether it is Babe or the ultimate number 17, it seems that the gap with himself is a little too big. This makes it difficult for him to improve his strength in battle. We can only wait for the appearance of Xinglong and Gogeta. The figures of Super 1 Star Dragon and Super 4 Wugita appeared in his mind, and Chumo's eyes shone with excitement. Huh. Chumo immediately teleported back to Vegeta, then grabbed Vegeta and teleported to the Temple of Heaven. Superior. Half an hour later, after Dandy's treatment, Vegeta finally recovered. Ultimate number 17 solved, Mr. Chumo. Dandy asked curiously. Because the earth has calmed down, but because there is no way to feel the Kai of the artificial man, he does not determine if ultimate 17 is really killed. I made a move, there is no reason not to solve it. Chumo laughs. Chumo smiled. Ultimate number 17 died, and Hell soon returned to peace with the help of Sun Wukong. But the moon is gone, Mars is also destroyed, and so many people have died, so naturally, Shenlong will help to restore it. So Sun Wukong embarked on a journey to find Dragon Balls again. However, Chu Mo scoffed. These guys are so stupid. They actually released the Dragon Ball and made a wish. Still looking everywhere. Like me, how convenient it is. I collect it directly every time, and I usually make a wish to play when I am bored or annoyed. As for this, it would be nice to let the god Dandy purify it at ordinary times. He didn't speak, just watched quietly. He knew that this time was when the 7 Dragon Balls were blackened. Super 1-star Dragon, is it really so powerful that it can resist Vegeta? A few. Chapter 83 The Smoking Dragon. Come out, Shenlong. Sun Wukong is very skilled in shouting the spell to summon the dragon, but this time it is a bit unexpected. When Sun Wukong shouted, there was silence in the audience. After a few minutes, nothing changed in Dragon Ball. A cool breeze blew, and Sun Wukong's face was embarrassed. Looking at the suspicious eyes of everyone, Sun Wukong, Jen blushed and had a thick neck. Had to call again. Come out, Shenlong. But unfortunately, the 7 Dragon Balls still did not respond. It seems that again, I just don't want to come out. Bulma was also puzzled for a while. She had also played the Summoning Dragon. That's right, the spell to summon the dragon back then. That's it. However, it was not dark, and the dragon did not respond. Goku, is there something wrong with your Dragon Ball? ? No problem, I found it according to your Dragon Ball radar. I don't know why. Dragon Ball, 023. There are some cracks on it. Sun Wukong replied. Alas, I have an ominous premonition. Chumo folded his arms around his chest and said lightly. Without the dragon, how to restore the moon is because you destroyed the moon and Mars. Bulma pointed the finger at Chumo. It's none of my business, who made your Vegeta not get the ultimate number 17. I don't do it, your husband will. Gone. Chumo took out his earwax and ignored Bulma's complaints. Cut, who knew that guy would absorb energy? I didn't mean to. When Vegeta saw the fire on him, she quickly explained. But the truth of the matter, Chumo is very clear, looking at Vegeta with contempt. Alas, the arrogant Saiyan prince has changed, and now he is a wife slave and daughter slave. I'll try again, out. Sun Wukong said helplessly, but before he could finish speaking, the sky suddenly turned blood red, and the whole earth trembled violently. Up. Why is there an earthquake? Bulma was shocked. This is not the same as before. Is the appearance of Shenlong a little different this time? Piccolo was stunned. A smell of evil. Dandy said seriously, as a god, he is very sensitive to evil breaths. The sky with some curiosity. A smoking dragon is about to appear. The blue smoke filled the sky, then began to gather together, and finally formed the appearance of a dragon. It's just that this dragon is a little different from the previous green dragons. Grandpa, is this the dragon? Xiaofang looked disgusted. So ugly. It should be, after all, it came out of Dragon Ball. Bulma is not sure, after all, she hasn't seen Shenlong for a long time. Maybe something has changed over the years, maybe. Sun Wukong looked at the blue smoking dragon and shouted, Dragon, please restore the destroyed planet. Bring back the unfortunate human beings. After finishing speaking, Sun Wukong looked at the smoking dragon expectantly. Except for Chu Mo, everyone else also looked expectant. However, a very funny scene happened. The smoking dragon took a hard puff of the cigar, and then puffed out a thick puff of smoke. To Sun Wukong and others. A social ruffian looks like a dragon. Haha, this is really fun. Chu Mo was delighted, and suddenly had the urge to keep this smoking dragon as a pet. Must be fun. Why do I feel that this dragon is unreliable? A woman's sixth sense is powerful, and Bulma immediately expressed her doubts. As soon as the voice fell, I heard the smoking dragon say leisurely, Hey, I'm free, and I won't do it again in the future. Take orders from you foolish humans. Bye. After speaking, the smoking dragon directly sucked the 7 dragon balls into his stomach. Then the body turned into 7 dragons and flew in different directions. Chumo didn't try to intercept these evil dragons. Instead, he was eager to try. He couldn't wait to talk to Chao. Level 1 Star Dragon Fights. Passing on the blood of the Super Saiyan made him want to fight against the strong, and his blood boiled. The next thing, of course, is the King of the Northern Realm, and the God of the Old Realm, who transmits the sound to Sun Wukong and others, telling him things. The truth. The purpose of the Northern Realm King is to tell Sun Wukong the source of the evil dragon, but the purpose of the Old Realm King is to first directly scolded Sun Wukong and others who abused Dragon Ball. So that's the case, it seems that things are really troublesome. Chumo pretended not to know. But after hearing what he said, it was a little troublesome, but the old god of the realm stopped talking. This matter, perhaps for him, really. It's just a little troublesome. It's all because of Sun Wukong and the other idiots. They use Dragon Ball frequently, especially Bulma. The old king god cursed Sun Wukong and Bulma. None of my business. Bulma quit. If you have the ability, come out. If you have the ability, come out if you have the ability. It's rude. So talk to the pretty lady. The old lady has never lost a fight, even if it is Chi-Chi, she is only equal to her. Mom, this is telepathy, you don't have to come out. Trunks hurriedly stopped Bulma. This is the king of the king, how can he scold him casually? If I can go to you, I will scold you. Now the earth is cut off by these evil energies, We can't get out, we can't get in. The old god of the realm still looked very reluctant. Earth is now the slaughterhouse of evil dragons, you take care of them yourself. Okay, old man, don't be so squeamish. It's almost done. Keep beeping, and I'll go straight over. Destroy your realm of the king. Isn't it just a few little snakes, trivial? Also, why is there so much negative energy in Dragon Ball, and you don't have a point in your heart? Chumo took out a piece of earwax and flicked it. Hearing that Chumo was angry, the old god of the realm stopped talking. When this little ancestor is angry, he will really come over and tear them down. Okay, leave it to Sun Wukong and the others. If it's okay, just watch it, just watch a movie. What a big deal. 2.6 Chumo said with contempt. These gods are really drunk, and when they are fighting, they hide away one by one, and they don't come out to help. Now it's an afterthought, if it wasn't for every time the bad guys like Frieza destroyed too much, as for the frequent use Dragon Ball. After all, these gods are useless. A single Buu has scared the Eastern Realm King God for tens of millions of years, which is really shameful. After interrupting the chat with Kai Wangshan, Sun Wukong and others started a plan to defeat the evil dragon. If you want to prevent future troubles, you must turn them back into Dragon Balls, and then seal them up forever. Chapter 84 Killing the Samsung Dragon. Okay, let's split up. Vegeta, Sun Wukong, each of us will take these evil dragons in one direction. Play back to Dragon Ball shape. Chumo arranged it. As for the others, it's better not to act. When encountering a star dragon, except for the 3 of them, everyone else has to kneel. Chumo went directly to the North Pole, and after flying tens of thousands of kilometers, he landed in an ice sculpture city. It seems that Samsung Dragon has come here. It's interesting to play ice. Chumo walked slowly. Now the atmosphere of the earth is full of evil. It is not easy to find out the Samsung Dragon quickly. Single thing. Suddenly a light green light beam shot towards Chumo. It turned out to be hiding here. Chumo sneered. He didn't dodge either, and Guangdong shot directly on his right arm. Although there was no pain, at that moment, a layer of frost was directly attached to the right arm, like an ice sculpture. General. Surely like a mouse. Chumo looked directly at a dark corner, where there was a pterosaur-like guy with a grass-green body. You think I'm an ounce of goods, why do you have to fight in person? How good is it to solve the fight easily like me? You're screwed. Sangxinglong jumped and landed in front of Chumo, looking at Chumo with an evil face. What I hate most is you, the 06 kinds of villains who attack others behind their backs, once had a home that I hated. Dude, I've killed more than 1,000 times. Let you also try that feeling that life is better than death, you know. Fighting is the happiest. Chumo's indifferent voice fell, an afterimage remained in place, and the body had appeared in the face of Samsung Dragon. Forward. One punch. Punching out, the space seemed to be squeezed, and Samsung Dragon's face changed greatly. Poof. The fist directly penetrated Samsung Dragon's chest. How is this possible? Are you all right? How can it be so fast? Sangxinglong was shocked, he didn't see Chumo's movements at all. Didn't see it at all. Just killed yourself like that. Samsung Dragon's pupils were trembling frantically, but he couldn't say a word again. Then Chumo squeezed his fist, and golden light scattered from Samsung Dragon's body. Boom. Samsung Dragon's body exploded directly. A 3-star ball full of cracks fell directly into Chumo's hands. Come out, it's another mouse. After the explosion subsided, Chumo snorted coldly. The smoke disappeared, and a burly figure appeared in Chumo's sight. The whole body is white, with 2 white tentacles on the top of the head, and long black bone spurs on the back and elbows. The crimson pupils exude a strong coldness, and the horns raise a proud arc. You are a star dragon, right? Chumo looked at him coldly. It is the strongest evil dragon, the 1-star dragon. You can't even deal with a monkey, what a shame for our dragon. Xinglong looked at Chumo with icy eyes, and then lifted his fingertips lightly, wiping light green energy from his fingers. Pointed out. Incredibly fast. The grass-green energy beam directly hit Chumo's chest. PFF'd. There was a muffled sound, but no trace was left. Is this how you say hello? There was a hint of indifference in Chumo's eyes, and he looked at Yixinglong lightly. Looks like you're pretty good. I don't mind warming up a bit before I clean up Sun Wukong. Da. Yixinglong walked towards Chumo step by step, with an evil smile on the corner of his mouth. Warming up. I just wanted to say the same. Chumo also took one step by step towards the 1-star dragon. This guy, from the moment he appeared, made himself dislike it very much. The next moment, a low roar came out. Immediately after, 2 terrifying arrogants rose into the sky. Rustling. Chumo's body was surrounded by crimson flames. And the whole body of the 1-star dragon is surrounded by light green flames. And where the 2 arrogants' flames touched, streaks of golden lightning appeared, and the whole ground started at this moment. The collapse, like a wave, spreads in all directions in circles. In just a few seconds, the entire city has become a deep pit. 2 powerful breaths appeared. Both Sun Wukong and Vegeta looked at the North Pole at the same time, where Chumo was located. This evil dragon is so strong, stronger than a 4-star dragon. Sun Wukong murmured. He has already eliminated 3 evil dragons, except for the 4-star dragon that is comparable to him, the other 2 are nothing. And the evil aura that just appeared, there is a faint possibility of surpassing him. At this moment, Xinglong gritted his teeth. Obviously he had exhausted all his strength, but he still couldn't take advantage of it. A cold light flashed in the eyes of the 2 at the same time, and then they punched decisively, very tacit understanding. Bang! The fists of the 2 collided heavily, and the ground was directly shaken out of a deep ravine. Chumo didn't move, but Yixinglong's body flew upside down and smashed into the ruins. You are too weak. Chumo said disdainfully. The Super 4 state, he has a maximum combat power of 80 capitals. Star Dragon is now at most 2 capital battles. Only force. It's impossible, how could your chi be so powerful? It's even more powerful than Sun Wukong, you. Who is it? Xinglong looked panicked. He didn't believe that there were people who were so much stronger than Sun Wukong. Yi Xinglong, I wanted to play with you, but now I suddenly changed my mind. The crimson arrogance burned wildly around Chumo's body, and Chumo's icy eyes stared at Yi Xing. A wicked smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. To make a fool of yourself, I don't believe you are so strong. Xinglong gritted his teeth, bit his head and shot directly at Chumo. A light green halo bloomed above the fist. Bang! He punched out and hit Chumo's chest heavily. Nani? The next moment, Xinglong panicked completely. Because the punch that he threw out with all his strength, after hitting Chumo's chest, he didn't even take a step back. Such power is terrifying. You are so weak now. Chumo grabbed Yi Xinglong's fist with a hint of coldness on the corner of his mouth. Then, with a direct flick, Yi Xinglong's body was thrown out. Smashed the ground into a giant pit. Chumo continued to attack, and a black energy bomb appeared directly in the palm of his hand, and slammed into that one, Xinglongzao. Out of the deep pit. Boom! A terrifying crimson light shot out from the ground, and the entire ground was instantly riddled with holes. And the body of Yi Xinglong also jumped up with the crimson light. Chapter 85 The Star Dragon. However, the one-star dragon at this time looked very embarrassed. Various wounds appeared on the body, and even 2 black bone spurs on the back were broken. The scarlet pupils were full of anger. Damn Saiyan, dare to be so rude, I will never forgive you. Yi Xinglong was so angry that his body was shaking, and he gritted his teeth and roared. Then the body flashed and swept towards Chumo again. However, the current one-star dragon, in Chumo's opinion, is too weak in terms of speed and strength. Then Chumo stepped out and swept his foot hard on Yi Xinglong's face. Bang! Yi Xinglong flew out again. It's over, one-star dragon. Chumo looked at the one-star dragon flying upside down, and his low voice fell. Turtle School Qigong. The terrifying light blue Qigong wave blasted directly towards the one-star dragon. Yi Xinglong could only watch as he was hit by Chumo's turtle Qigong, and he was kicked away by Chumo. Fierce strength made him unable to use strength to avoid it. Yi Xinglong's pupils tightened and he let out a tragic cry. I saw Yi Xinglong's body, which was directly swallowed by the turtle Qigong wave. Then, little by little, in that hot Qigong wave, it disappeared. It's over. Monkey King and Vegeta rushed over, followed by Monkey King, Trunks and others. They just waited for the end of Chumo's side. It should be over. Chumo said lightly, he did not feel the aura of a star dragon. But he didn't let his guard down because another guy didn't show up. The Fu who was injured by him, he felt that Fu should still be here before, but now he is gone. Under the ground where no one was paying attention, a white foam was constantly squirming. After a while, the scattered meat foam actually condensed into a ball, and then began to change. At this time, Chumo put his mind on Fu and did not notice this change. Maybe this guy has left early and was injured like that, so he's too embarrassed to stay. Chumo felt it for a while, but still didn't find Fu's trace, so he could only comfort himself. Xiaofang, this Samsung Dragon Ball is for you. Seeing that Sun Wukong and Vegeta put the Dragon Balls with Xiaofang, Chumo simply put the Samsung Dragon Balls just now. Give her. Very good, only one star Dragon Ball is left, Grandpa Chumo, I'll go down and get it, you wait. Xiaofang said excitedly, and was about to fly to the bottom of the pit. Why do you keep calling me Grandpa? I'm only 26. Chumoy had a helpless face. He corrected Xiaofang many times, but it didn't work every time. Wait, don't go there. Suddenly Chumo shouted, and he suddenly felt the breath of a star dragon again. How is it possible? In that case, he was absolutely dead. 0.5 seconds too late. Boom. More than a dozen energy bombs flew out from the ground and exploded directly in midair. It takes time, the smoke is flying and the gravel is splashing. A figure flew out, knocked Xiaofang out, and then directly swept away all the 6 black star dragon balls. Chumo's body flashed and appeared directly in the air, while Sun Wukong caught Xiaofang. Although Xiaofang's strength is good, for a star dragon, like an ant, there is no way to avoid this kind of raid. Xiaofang. Sun Wukong catches Xiaofang. Grandpa. Xiaofang looked at Sun Wukong weakly, and then passed out. Haha, didn't think so, I'm not dead yet. Thanks to the cells a guy gave me, I fused it. Yi Xinglong's gloomy and wild laughter came from the dust. You really are a 100-footed worm, so you won't die. Hearing Yi Xinglong's laughter, the corner of Chumo's mouth subconsciously raised. This guy has a really long life and is cunning enough. However, the guy he said made Chumo's heart sink. Wouldn't it be Fa? 1-star dragon. Sun Wukong frowned, a look of anger appeared in the limit, this guy dared to hurt Xiaofang. Humph, no matter how good you are, you can't imagine it. Yi Xinglong had a smug look on his face, and his eyes kept staring at Chumo. It was he who gave him a taste of death just now. 6 dragon balls were directly swallowed by Yi Xinglong, which made his power suddenly increase. However, Chumo felt that something was wrong. Is it really that simple? He didn't believe that that guy didn't leave behind, and he couldn't find any trace of that guy. The ring of time and space did not respond either. Yi Xinglong, I will never let you go. Damn it. Sun Wukong clenched his fists, he was very angry. Chumo, help me take care of Xiaofang. After he finished speaking, he directly handed Xiaofang to Chumo. Damn it, I want to fight, so don't grab it. Monkey King, do you want to fight me? You are not my opponent. Xinglong said to Sun Wukong disdainfully. With Sun Wukong's strength, he can defeat him even if he doesn't devour other Dragon Balls. But his real enemy is only Chumo. In order to defeat Chumo, he has to become a super 1-star dragon. That's the chance. You hurt Xiaofang, I will never let you go. Sun Wukong clenched his fists and looked angry. The golden arrogance erupted from the body at that moment came out. Rustling. The red arrogance lingered around, and Sun Wukong directly became Super Saiyan IV. It's strong, but I'm stronger. After speaking, Yi Xinglong shouted, and a terrifying aura emanated from his body. The ground, and even Sun Wukong's body was blown. Flew several meters. You can't even stand under my anger, how can you fight me? Super, Xinglong said coldly, but his eyes were on Chumozi. I mean, are you still up? What a powerful chi, you are really strong. Sun Wukong said seriously, he completely felt the power of the 1-star dragon just now. Unexpectedly, the 1-star dragon that swallowed 6 Dragon Balls was actually dozens of times stronger than the previous chi. It's incredible. At this moment, the 1-star dragon has also undergone a lot of changes. The original 1x1 planet on the chest has disappeared, replaced by its 7 Dragon Balls. The Super 1-star dragon is very strong, and its combat power is at least 10 times stronger than before. But I always feel that it is not that strong. So simple, where did the problem go? Chumo thought about it again and again, and always felt that something was wrong. But he couldn't find anything wrong, so he hugged Xiaofang and watched with peace of mind. Network. Remember me. 5GXS. Chapter 86 Super 4 Gogeta. Come on, Sun Wukong, don't you want to teach me a lesson? Come here. Super 1-star dragon hooked his fingers on Sun Wukong. Kakarot, I'll let you go first this time. If you can't do it, it's up to me. Vegeta also transformed into Super Saiyan 4, this time he wants to justify his Super 4 name. I see, Vegeta, damn 1-star dragon, even if you become stronger, I will teach you a lesson. Sun Wukong clenched his fists and attacked directly, as fast as lightning. Sun Wukong's fist hit Super 1 Xinglong's body. Bang! Loud noise rose, and the Super Xinglong took a few steps backwards. Sun Wukong succeeded in one blow, and immediately continued to pick up, kicked heavily and hit the Super 1-star dragon directly. Brain. However, such a powerful attack only caused the Super 1-star dragon to tilt his head slightly. Kakarot's attack, Ju, has no effect. How is this possible? Vegeta was shocked. The series of attacks from Sun Wukong just now was definitely not weaker than his own, but it was against this. A so-called Super 1-star dragon did little damage. 540 inches damn. If so, try this. 10 times the Super Turtle Qigong. The crimson light wave directly slammed into the body of the Super Star Dragon, and the powerful energy released scraped the earth. A ravine hundreds of meters deep. However, the Super 1-star dragon seemed to be frightened, and just stood there, motionless. Eyes showed a trace of disdain. Boom. The loud noise continued to sound, and the earth seemed to have a 20-magnitude earthquake. Kept breaking apart. The dozens of ice sculptures behind the Super 1-star dragon were all shaken into powder by a gust of wind and turned into ashes. But even with such terrifying energy, it still can't help Super 1-star dragon. How is that possible? Kakarot, a tenfold turtle Qigong, is useless at all. Vegeta was shocked, her hands clenched into fists, and she looked very unwilling. If Sun Wukong is useless like this, then go up by himself, I am afraid that. Chumo's eyelids kept twitching. Nima, I knew that Super 4 was worthless at first. Nani, is there anything wrong? Monkey King's face became solemn. How did this guy become so powerful? In this way, with his own strength alone, it is impossible to destroy this Super 1-star dragon. Sun Wukong, it seems that I still think highly of you. Your strength is not worthy of wiping my feet. Super 1, Xinglong patted his toes, disdainfully. Of course, he also has this capital arrogance. Hey, over there, your name is Chumo, right? Are you not going to shoot? Weren't you very good before? Come on, it's your turn. The Super 1-star dragon hooked his fingers at Chumo, and he always remembered his previous hatred. Chumo sneered, fell to the ground, and handed Xiaofang to Sun Wufan. Chumo, wait, this is our world's business, leave it to us for now. Vegeta flew to Sun Wukong and asked Chumo to wait first. After all, Chumo is not from their world after all. When they are not in a desperate situation, they don't need Chumo to take action. After Super 17, Vegeta thought a lot and finally put her personal honor and shame aside. Vegeta, what do you mean? Sun Wukong asked with some doubts. Let's merge, for our world. Vegeta looked into Sun Wukong's eyes and said word by word. Really? That's great, let's start merging. Sun Wukong was overjoyed, and he was reluctant to let Chumo take action all the time. They are the masters of this world, and they must rely on their own abilities to solve the enemy. I think you don't mind waiting a little longer. You want to fight me, at least deal with them. Agaj Chumo said lightly that he was very interested in the fusion of Monkey King and Vegeta. Gogeta, a new generation of God of War. How to force King Vegito to be strong. Whether the new generation of God of War Gogeta is stronger is something that all Dragon Ball fans have been discussing tirelessly. It is also the opponent that Chumo is looking forward to very much. He had seen Vegeta in Super 2, which was comparable at the time, but now he wants to see Gogeta in Super 4. How strong is it? Okay, I'll see what else they can do. Super 1-star dragon is not in a hurry, anyway. In his eyes, only Chumo is his opponent. Quote. As Sun Wukong and Vegeta's hilarious moves began, their voices sounded at the same time. At the moment when the two's fingers touched, a golden light suddenly appeared. The entire earth, at this moment, seems to be completely covered with golden light. Damn it, this breath actually makes me feel palpitated. Super 1-star dragon's face changed greatly. He felt very bad. As soon as the body moves, it will go up to prevent the fusion of Sun Wukong and Vegeta. But it was too late. As soon as he moved, Chumo moved too. Bang! Bang! The two punched directly at each other. Dang-a-dang-a-dang, the powerful force anyway, shook them back several meters away. Great, Dad, they've blended together. Son Gohan looked at the golden halo in surprise. From that golden halo, he could feel a very powerful chi. Too strong to describe in words. The air is so amazing. I'm scared. EPUB's whole body was trembling. This chi was completely beyond his understanding of chi. There is no limit to how strong it is. Chumo smiled. As expected, he is very strong, and he is indeed the one I am looking forward to the most. Gogeta's chi is even stronger than his Super 4 state. Now there is at least 200 Beijing's combat power, which is not comparable to a Super 1-star dragon at all. This made the Xuanqiao blood in Chumo's body begin to boil, which is the excitement of meeting a super strong. Damn, I will never let you succeed. And Death, Super 1-star dragon gave up his previous words and roared loudly. At this time, he felt an unprecedented sense of crisis. With a flash of his body, he rushed into the golden halo, but this time Chumo didn't make another move. Because it is no longer needed. The moment the Super 1-star dragon rushed towards the golden halo at the fastest speed, the next second, it was even faster. The speed flew out. Moreover, 3 clear scars appeared on his face, and purple blood flowed out of his nostrils. At this time, the dazzling golden light finally dissipated. What catches everyone's eyes is a red figure, very burly and cold. Thanks for visiting 5G Xiao Network. Remember me, 5GXS. Chapter 87, Gogeta is gone. Whole body red hair, blue pupils, a red tail raised high behind him, dressed in a beautiful. The small vest of the Dammer Star. There was a wicked smile on the corner of his mouth. The golden arrogance shot straight into the sky, and the golden arrogance was mixed with tiny stars. What's the situation? Who are you, Tilda? Super 1-star dragon wiped his nosebleed and looked at Gogeta in horror. Me, I'm neither Monkey King nor Vegeta, I'm the one who can beat you. Gogeta's voice was full of domineering. There was a wicked smile on the corner of his mouth. Beat me, impossible. Super 1-star dragon roared, raised his fist, and charged towards Gogeta again. However, as soon as his body touched the golden arrogance, he flew out again. Except for Chumo, no one could see what happened. Because Gogeta didn't move at all from beginning to end. It's so powerful, just relying on chi, the Super 1-star dragon was shocked and flew out. Obleng said. This is not something to use chi to fly, Gogeta has already attacked the Super 1-star in the moment just now. Dragon several times. Chumo replied lightly. Really fast. At this time, 3 clear fist marks appeared on the Super 1-star dragon inexplicably. Is it because I shot too fast? Come again, this time I will be slower. Gogeta said coldly and arrogantly, with a very disdainful tone. Is like an ant. Squeezing him to death is just a matter of moving your fingers. Stop trembling, dead monkey. Superstar Dragon gritted his teeth and rushed towards Gogeta again. But the moment he touched the golden arrogance, his body trembled violently. Then it flew out again. This time, everyone saw the action of the Super 1-star Dragon being kicked out. Because Gogeta really slowed down, but the Super 1-star Dragon still couldn't escape this kick. Gogeta, you'd better settle the battle quickly. Chumo looked at Vegeta's constant wave, and persuaded him kindly. Whether these two guys become Gogeta or Vegeta, they will become extremely arrogant. Also love the waves. Kill him. No, no, no. I haven't had enough. Vegeta shook his finger at Chumo with a displeased expression. Alas, you will regret it later. Chumo didn't continue talking, just let them have enough. You don't have a point in your heart. With such a powerful energy, the fusion time is not as long as 30 minutes. Gogeta's body flashed, and he instantly appeared beside Super 1-star Dragon. In an instant, he was behind the Super 1-star Dragon again. It made the Super Star Dragon's eyes too late to react, and it was very fun to play. And then Gogeta as a 1-ton punch to the Super 1-Star Dragon. But every time, they didn't directly hit the opponent's vitals, and the attack was very precise. There is absolutely no immediate plan to kill the Super 1-Star Dragon. In just 3 minutes, the body of the Super 1-Star Dragon was covered with scars. It looked very tragic. Gogeta kicked over, and the Super 1-Star Dragon plunged directly into the ground. Ah, damn it. Super 1-Star Dragon gritted his teeth and looked at Gogeta angrily. He didn't expect that in a short period of time, he would be beaten so badly. Absolutely unforgivable. Hey, what are you doing? Are you ready to surrender? Hurry up and fight me, I haven't played yet. Enough. Gogeta looked at Super Star Dragon with a sneer. Damn monkey, but with a little more power, you're too complacent. Super 1-Star Dragon's eyes flashed with anger, and then he stood up and said to Gogeta. Then, his hands were 5-fingered and aimed directly at Gogeta. This kind of attack, I see where you hide. The sound fell, and the terrifying energy ball was shot from the fingertips. Bang bang bang. Gogeta did not evade at all, and the terrifying energy balls kept bombarding Gogeta's body. Gogeta, give you a piece of advice, get rid of him quickly, your fusion time will end soon. Looking at Vegeta who was still playing, Chumo said helplessly. This guy, if he keeps playing like this, he will definitely lose. Hey, Chumo, don't worry, it's only been 5 or 6 minutes, I still have a lot of time with this guy. Play it. Gogeta waved at Chumo, looking very relaxed. Ask for flowers. After a full minute of continuous energy attacks, the Super 1-Star Dragon gave up. Because of his energy attack, for this guy, it's just a tickle, and it doesn't have any effect. Oh, it's really boring. Although there is still a lot of time, your strength is really disappointing to me. No fun. The corner of Gogeta's mouth twitched, looking at Super 1-Star Dragon with disdain and said. The strength gap between this guy and himself is really too big, and he is not happy at all. Afterwards, he raised his right palm to condense an energy bomb and aimed it at the Super 1-Star Dragon. It's all over, Super 1-Star Dragon, I'll send you to hell now. Energy bomb. When Gogeta's voice fell, a huge energy ball appeared above his head, like a circle of waves. The energy wave is scattered. What? Stop. Super 1-Star Dragon looked in horror at the vitality bomb in front of him and became terrified. Stand up. Because from the energy ball, he felt the breath of death. Die, Super 1-Star Dragon. Gogeta shouted violently, and the energy ball was thrown straight out. However, just as Gogeta blasted the energy ball out, Sun Wukong and Vegeta suddenly disintegrated. Just blasting out the vitality bomb, before hitting the Super Star Dragon, it also turned into a little fluorescent light and disappeared. In the air. Nani, what's going on here? What's the situation? What happened? Did a new enemy appear? Son Gohan, EPUB and the others on the side looked at each other. This is the situation of the gods and horses. However, although I don't know the reason, everyone's faces changed drastically and became very ugly. The disintegration of Sun Wukong and Vegeta means that they have failed. Sun Wukong and Vegeta were also confused, and they looked at each other. I don't understand how it broke down so suddenly. What's the matter, Kakarot? Vegeta frowned and asked loudly. This time, I lost face, lost a lot. After the fusion was agreed, it could last for half an hour, but now less than 10 minutes have passed. Chapter 88 Beating the Super 1-Star Dragon. How do I know? It's all your fault, Vegeta, if it wasn't because you just had fun and didn't kill that house quickly. Dude, just got into the embarrassing situation now. Sun Wukong started to dump the pot. Kakarot, do you still want a face? Obviously you want to play it yourself. Vegeta and Sun Wukong quarreled fiercely. Ha ha ha. Super 1, Xinglong laughed wildly. Gloomy eyes looked at Monkey King and Vegeta. For a split second, I almost thought I was going to die. Now it looks like I'm going to die. But, now it's my turn to kill you. Super 1, Star Dragon is very talented and proud. Yo, you seem to have forgotten me. Do I agree with you? Chumo sneered and walked out slowly with a disdainful smile on his face. By the way, and you, Chu, 567 inches silent. Super 1 Star Long Xiame smiled. I have revenge, I don't like to report overnight. Me too, I don't want to keep overnight enemies, in that case, go to hell. With that said, Chumo's figure suddenly disappeared, and in the blink of an eye, he came to the front of Super 1 Star Dragon. You. Super, Xinglong was shocked, how could it be so fast? He has obviously absorbed 6 Dragon Balls, isn't he still an opponent? Before he could finish thinking, he only felt a pain in his chest, and before he could react, his body flew out backwards. Wow! The Super 1 Star Dragon directly spewed a bloody arrow, feeling that the bones in his chest were broken. I hate this feeling. The Super 1 Star Dragon that flew out was very angry. Your strength is still too bad. Chumo's figure followed, grabbing Super Star Dragon's head with one hand, then hit the ground hard. Go. Boom. The ground collapsed suddenly, and a cloud of dust hundreds of meters in radius spewed into the sky, as spectacular as a fountain. A Tianqing with a size of hundreds of meters appeared, and countless dusts were flying all over the sky. Cough me, I won't just lose like this. The Super 1 Star Dragon's head was smashed into the ground, and only 2 feet were exposed, but he still said tenaciously. He is really unhappy. Well, are you capable of standing up? Chumo grinned, still grabbed his head, pulled it up, and then continued to smash into the bottom of the pit. Bang! Just a moment. Bang! Twice. Bang! 3 times. Sun Wufan and the others just stared at the ground like this, watching the violent Chumo like a hammer, constantly smash the head of the Super Star Dragon into the bottom of the pit. The earth soon split open again, and tens of thousands of meters of cracks spread, as if crying out for Chumo's violence. The Super 1 Star Dragon even spit out a few mouthfuls of blood again, depressed, as the most powerful dragon. When have you ever suffered such humiliation? How? Don't you want revenge? That's how you get revenge. Chumo grabbed Super 1 Star Dragon's head, lifted him up, and punched him in the face. Bang! 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 EPUB looked at the bloody Super 1 Star Dragon, and couldn't bear it. Are we too cruel? I have. Some can't bear it anymore. I feel the same way. I feel like I've become a villain after being tricked by Uncle Chu like this. Sun Wufan nodded in agreement. Shut up, what villain is decent? Do you still want to save the earth? Chumo snorted coldly, since this is the case, I don't care, you guys come. What kind of people do you do bad things with your own good intentions? No, Uncle Chu, when I didn't say it. Sun Gohan quickly shook his head. EPUB was also convinced that what Chumo said was right. Sun Wukong, who originally wanted to talk, stopped talking. Who made them so rude just now and wasted a great deal of money? Opportunity. Damn, I must take revenge. The Super 1 Star Dragon roared, but at this time he seemed so weak that he didn't even have the strength to break free from Chumo. It's not that he didn't, it's just that he now has a combat power of up to 20 Beijing. And although Chumo didn't fully display the combat power of 80 Beijing, it is definitely not something this guy can resist. Crack. A slap in the face. Super, Xinglong's face immediately swelled up. Clap. Another slap in the face, swollen faces on both sides. Clap. After a round of applause, the Super 1 Star Dragon turned into a super fat pig. You say it again, why don't you say it? The more you say it, the more excited I get. Chumo said coldly, and then directly threw Super 1 Star Dragon out. Boom. Then, with a finger, dozens of crimson death lights shot straight past. Puff puff. I saw that dozens of blood holes appeared on the Super 1-star dragon, leaving an unknown amount of blood along the way. Gaga, you forced me. Even if you die, I will kill you. Super 1-star dragon staggered to his feet, and even his tail was cut off at this time. In my name, I would like to join the demon world and become the eternal slave of the demon world. Super 1-star dragon chanted the spell, and his eyes didn't leave Chumo's body for a second. Chumo suddenly felt bad. This could not be the backhand left by Fu. It seems right, becoming a servant of the devil world, this is what Fu left behind. Die, don't let Chumo be complacent. I saw a burst of strong black air constantly falling from the sky, accompanied by bursts of black lightning, constantly smashing down. At this moment, it seems like the end of the world is coming. The entire Milky Way was stunned by this black air. What realm gods, big realm kings in the south, and northwest, all were stunned. Shivering. Such a terrifying demonic energy might be enough to destroy the universe. It's a pity that this is a mirror world. There are no gods of destruction, and there are no angels. Once destroyed, they cease to exist. Old ancestor, how to cooperate? Jabbat said tremblingly, this is terrible. How do I know what to do? Now, apart from Chumo and the others, no one can save this universe. 3.2. The old god of the realm was crying and grimacing. He was thinking, even if the realm of time comes at this moment, I am afraid there is nothing he can do. Because this does not involve the power of time and space, the power of the king of time realm is also limited. With the continuous influx of demonic energy into the body of the Super 1-star dragon, the sky became darker and darker. I saw that the bone spurs on the back of the Super 1-star dragon all turned black, and they were long and terrifying, and they kept flashing out. Chilling light. The aura of the Super 1-star dragon also continued to strengthen, his eyes completely turned red, even the arrogance outside his body. It also turned into a scorching black flame. In just a few seconds, the ground several hundred meters near the feet of the Super 1-star dragon was melted into hot molten lava. So scary. Rewind. Sun Wukong was startled, dragged Xiaofang and flew away, and the rest quickly left. Network. Remember me. 5GXS. Chapter 89 Superstar Dragon Demonized. This guy's strength has skyrocketed a lot, but this guy doesn't feel right. He seems to have taken stimulants. Same. Chumo touched his chest and chin. At this time, the Super, Xinglong was very similar to Brawly at the beginning, both of which had a sharp increase in combat power, but gradually lost themselves. Consciousness. Of course, the Super 1-star dragon did not pass on the super gene. The result is that he cheated the person with his genes. Took him. Although these genes can enhance his strength, they will overwhelm his consciousness, making him even more powerful in combat. Increase, but in the future will forever sink into a monster that only knows how to destroy. Chumo Yu. The demonized star dragon kept shouting Chumo's name, and the brilliance in his eyes gradually lost and became turbid. Stand up. I'm almost out of sanity, remember to kill me. I'm not familiar with you. Chumo's words immediately made Sun Wufan and others feel ashamed. You just made others so miserable. Now that you are not familiar with it, do you think others will do this? Chu. The demonized star dragon kept calling Chumo's name, and the two red eyes seemed to shoot two lasers. The magma on the ground has spread to thousands of meters, and the original Frost City has become a flame city. It's really troublesome. It looks like it's going to be another tough battle. Chumo couldn't help pouting his lips. The aura of the demonized 1-star dragon was getting stronger and stronger. In just 1 minute, it was already almost like myself. He really wanted to ask Fu, what kind of stimulant is this? It can actually increase several times. Combat power. No, at least 10 times. Chumo felt that the more saliva flowed from the demonized 1-star dragon, the stronger his breath, and the bone spurs on his back. More and more. If the previous Super 1-star dragon only had 20 Jing, the current Magic 1-star dragon definitely has 200 Jing. Although the price is a bit high. Chumo, go to hell. The voice of the demonized star dragon fell, and the body suddenly disappeared in place. Chumo is also not slow to flash, the speed is quite fast. But the demonized 1-star dragon was faster and disappeared again following Chumo's figure. The speed of the two, even Sun Wukong and Vegeta just saw the afterimage. As for Sun Wufan and the others, they didn't see anything clearly. Everyone was shocked and horrified. Chumo was startled. Damn, although the demonized 1-star dragon lost much consciousness, its speed was even faster. Faster than him. There was no way to avoid the attack of the demonized 1-star dragon, so Chumo had to block his arms in front of his chest. Almost as soon as Chumo raised his arms, the fist of the demonized 1-star dragon smashed over. Bang! The violent collision sounded, and Chumo's body flew out. Wow, it's so hot. Chumo exclaimed for a while, the temperature of the black flame in the body of this 1-star dragon is actually so high that the arrogance temperature of his Super Saiyan 4 is 6,000, then the black flame of this demonized 1-star dragon only needs to have a high temperature. Million degrees. It's terrifying. Boom boom boom. Chumo was shocked and flew out, directly shattering dozens of buildings hundreds of meters high on the way. Gaga, Chumo, you are dead. The demonized star dragon looked at the big holes in the building in front of him, and laughed horribly. This guy's power is really not that strong. What kind of stimulant is this? It's so useful. Chumo flew out of a building and shook his arms, feeling like his arms were on fire. Burning, average, extremely sore. Die, Chumo, I'm going to kill you. Demonization Yixinglong seems to have no consciousness, and only keeps shouting Chumo's name. And the idea of killing Chumo. It's such a big trouble, it looks like it can only be fought hard. Chumo glanced at the demonized 1-star dragon lightly, and his body flew out in an instant. The crimson arrogance lingered on the fist, and it slammed directly into the eyebrows of the demonized 1-star dragon. Humph! Die! The demonized star dragon snorted disdainfully, and also punched Chumo. At the same moment, a flame-like halo appeared directly around the demonized, Yixinglong's body. The air around him became hot and dry. After all, the high temperature of tens of thousands of degrees is not a joke. Boom! At the moment when the fists collided, there was a deafening roar, and a huge shock wave moved towards all directions. Fang swept away. Because of this huge impact force, the earth was also shaken out of a deep ravine 100 meters wide and tens of thousands of meters long. At a glance from outer space, it is like cutting the entire earth in the middle. Even Sun Wukong and Vegeta were blown away by the terrifying shock wave. Wow! Wow! Ouch! Sun Wufan, EPUB and the others even spat out a mouthful of blood, and their faces paled instantly. Good strong chi, just the release of the energy of the impact, it is already so powerful. The expressions of Sun Wufan and the others changed drastically in an instant, and they didn't dare to approach anymore. After Chumo and the demonized 1-star dragon punched heavily, they both flew backwards for hundreds of meters at the same time. However, in this reckless fight, the demonized 1-star dragon still gained the upper hand. Crazy, completely disregarding his own injury. This guy is trying so hard, he's more resistant than expected, and crazier. It's not easy to fight this time. Chumo shook his fist and thought to himself. If the demonized 1-star dragon has its own consciousness, then there may have been a little bit of scruples just now. But the maddening 1-star dragon doesn't care about that, and goes all out. And it's also very resistant, which is very annoying. Moreover, the combat power of the demonized 1-star dragon obviously exceeds that of Chumo now, if Chumo cannot continue to improve. If so, it is likely that he will be defeated by him. Quack, die, Chumo. Wong Nuo good. Demonization. Yixinglong looked even more excited when he looked at Chumo. The power of the demonization is getting stronger and stronger, and the black energy on the body is like a demon beast entangled, opening the bloody big mouth. Very scary. It's just an unconscious puppet who wants to kill me, too much. Chumo raised his head and looked at the demonized one-star dragon, very disdainful. He still has 2 backhands, Xuanchao transformation, or primary free extreme willpower. However, he still wants to continue to maintain the Super 4 state, and he also has to improve his power to the Super Saiyan 4 full energy state. In this way, it can be regarded as a perfect Super 4 state. Die, I'm going to kill you. The demonized one-star dragon is very resentful to Chumo. After all, Chumo's blow to him just now was not so big. With a big mouth, countless powerful air blades cut through the void and attacked Chumo's figure. That power is more than 10,000 times stronger than that released by the 6-star dragon. Deleted. Thank you for visiting 5G Small. Chapter 90 _ Chumo wasn't nervous, just opened his mouth wide, like a gluttonous beast, directly enchant, 1-star dragon. The air blades swallowed into his mouth. Shish. Chumo hiccuped. So up. Full of energy. Fortunately, Chumo's energy absorption is stronger than the ultimate number 17, otherwise he would have been blasted just now. After absorbing it, Chumo felt that his combat power had increased a lot again. Now there are at least 100 Jing. This energy absorbing skill is really useful, but has a downside. Now that I'm full, I can't take it anymore. Otherwise, Chumo's combat power can be infinitely improved, and there is no need to worry about the magical 1-star dragon. Seeing that Chumo had dodged his own attack, the demonized 1-star dragon became even more angry. Staring at Chumo viciously, the black thorns on his back kept flashing cold light, and suddenly black thunder and lightning came from the sky. The air slashed directly towards Chumo. Damn it, and this trick. It's really troublesome. Chumo frowned and said unhappily. Although the abilities of these evil dragons are not strong, if these superpowers are gathered in a crazy and the powerful Guy 020 is on the body, the danger is completely different. The energy of the demonized 1-star dragon seems to be infinite, and it is outputting frantically. The thunder and lightning in the sky began to surround Chumo, and even the surrounding space was shrouded, and he wanted to leave the city. Difficult. Clap. The black lightning continued to bombard, and Chumo had to keep avoiding. It doesn't seem like there is a way to go on like this. Chumo was spinning fast in his head, constantly thinking about how to avoid the attack of the demonized Xinglong. Surprise him again. Frozen ray. The lightning failed to hit, and the red eyes of the demonized star dragon became even more crazy, and suddenly 2 light green lights shot out. String. I rely on. Chumo hurriedly dodged, it was too dangerous. Huh. Chumo avoided the voice, but then. Bang. A loud bang. Chumo has just avoided, but has not yet established a firm foothold. Suddenly, the figure of the demonized star dragon appeared in front of him. Die. The demonized star dragon directly slammed a heavy punch, hitting Chumo's chest ruthlessly. AGEF. With the loud noise, Chumo's body flew out like a falling meteor. Then it smashed into the ground for thousands of meters. Magma, like ground, was smashed into a huge deep pit. Then countless sparks rose into the sky like fireworks, and then scattered, very beautiful. Damn it, this is not a good time. Chumo felt that he had suffered a lot of injuries just now, and that punch was too powerful. However, he has a strong regenerative ability, and the injury will heal after a year. Heal. Give me death. As if feeling that Chumo's injury had recovered again, the roar of the demonized 1-star dragon fell. He raised his hands high, and a huge energy bomb was directly condensed in the palm of his hand. The moment the energy bomb condensed, it immediately slammed down towards Chumo. Zizizi. Chumo directly supported the energy bomb with both hands, and his body fell into the ground. Terrible energy. Die. Seeing that Chumo was still desperately resisting, the demonized one-star dragon directly stepped on the energy bomb, increasing his strength. Let the energy blast down. Damn, you crazy dragon. Fuck your sister, so you want to kill me? Chumo shouted, and the energy bomb that had completely submerged in the ground was directly lifted up a little bit. Not dead yet. The demonized star dragon's face regained some sanity temporarily, and looked at Chumo in astonishment. However, such Chumo made him even more angry. Damn, no matter how powerful you are, you will die. The demonized one-star dragon roared, and the sanity that had just recovered disappeared again, leaving only the red pupils. Chumo doesn't care about this. Holding energy bombs in both hands, his body rises little by little, until he becomes demonized, Xinglongqi. Only 1 foot kicked the energy bomb into the sky and flew out. Boom. The huge energy directly smashed a large hole in the layer of evil spirit formation outside the Earth. Then the energy bomb exploded in the solar system, directly blowing up the entire solar system. The entire galaxy suddenly lost a ray of light. Since you can't win with full energy, then try another one and try my Super Saiyan state. Chumo raised his head, his eyes extremely angry. Ah, ha. The black hair is automatic without wind, and the grass-green arrogance quickly erupts from the body, and then looks like a dragon. Generally, hovering around the body. Then Chumo's eyes widened angrily. At this moment, the pupils suddenly returned to black again, and finally turned golden. Damn, it's not dead yet. Feeling that Chumo's breath grew again, the demonized one-star dragon's eyes became furious again. This Chumo made him feel very uncomfortable. The demonized one-star dragon roared, his hands continuously condensed energy bombs, and madly blasted towards Chumo. Followed his body too, flashed away, and rushed up directly. Facing the continuous energy bombs, Chumo smiled lightly and roared, and the powerful arrogance directly smashed these. The incoming energy bomb blasts back. Boom. The earth shook violently for a while, and countless tall buildings in the summer were directly turned into dust and drifted in the wind. In the next second, Chumo's body was like an indestructible sword, rushing directly towards the demonized one-star dragon. Come on. The demonized star dragon clenched his fist tightly. He was not conscious at all, so he had no plans to avoid it. Bang, bang, bang. The fists of one person and one dragon collided heavily again, and then continued to punch like a gust of wind. Collide. The terrifying shock wave instantly raised the entire city, even hundreds of kilometers away, and the earthquake collapsed. Thousands of meters. The earth is already crumbling, and there is a possibility of explosion at any time. It's crazy, the earth is going to end like this, it's going to explode. Sun Wukong was shocked, and quickly let Vegeta and others put their hands on his shoulders. Then a teleportation, a group of people came to the realm of the King of Gods. If it wasn't for the battle between Chumo and the demon Xinglong just now, the barrier of isolation was broken. I am afraid that Sun Wukong would still. There is no way to get out of here by teleportation. As for the others, they can only wait later and recover with Dragon Ball. On Earth, Chumo and the demonized one-star dragon retreated thousands of meters at the same time. Chumo only felt that his fists were burning like fire, and the pain was unbearable. Fortunately, his body is now huge and his muscles are much stronger. But the magic one-star dragon is not feeling well, and the arm is directly broken. Thank you for visiting 5G Small Network. Remember me, 5GXS. Chapter 91 Saiyan Emperor. Damn, Chumo, you are going to die. The demonized one-star dragon roared again, and the severe pain caused his combat power to skyrocket again. This guy is really getting stronger and stronger. Chumo sneered, but he is too, who is afraid of who? Evil dragon shocked. Crack wind vacuum slash. Frozen ray. The enchanted one-star dragon unleashed all of his skills in an instant. And he was already mad. The sky was full of black air, and a terrifying monster was formed in the sky, opened its bloody mouth. Ah! Ha! In the next second, Chumo let out a roar, and a powerful sound wave swept out directly, turning the demonic, Xinglongs. All attacks are shattered. You're not enough than your voice. Chumo sneered, and the grass-green arrogance in his body continued to violently spray out, burning the black gas in the sky. Come on, the sky is half grass-green. From a distance, it looks like a green dragon rising up. Chumo felt that the energy in his body was completely full, showing an overflowing state. If it is said that the Super 4 full energy is only 100 Jing, then the current state of super transmission is at least 200 Jing. And the energy is still soaring, and the more the battle, the stronger. This is the terrible thing about Chuan Super Saiyan. Bang, bang, bang. Boom. Wherever the energy arrogance goes, it destroys everything in an instant, turning into billowing smoke and rubble. It's as terrifying as the end of the world. Exploded with a direct boom under such a collision. Countless human beings have no ability to resist in such destruction. Sun Wukong and the others who had just arrived in the realm of the realm were extremely shocked. It was only their breaths touching each other. The star just disappeared. Chumo doesn't care about this, for why the earth deliberately controls the energy. Let's defeat the opponent first. Fearless, he was the one who was finally defeated. So strong. This is Chumo's chi. It's not much weaker than we just got together, so strong. Sun Wukong was shocked at the moment, even Vegeta. They had never seen Chumo make such a terrifying, furious breath. It feels like their Super Saiyan 4 wants to surrender to this kind of breath, as if he was born. The Saiyan Emperor in general. Simply unimaginable. The breath instantly filled the entire universe. So terrifying, it seems that Uncle Chumo can solve this demonized one-star dragon alone. Sun Wufan's face was horrified, and his body was completely kneeling on the ground. He hasn't turned into Super Saiyan 4 yet, and he can't resist Chumo's Super Saiyan breath. Sun Gohan, Trunks, and the others, like the Emperor who is surrendering to the Saiyans, their bodies are shaking. Seeing Sun Wukong and others appearing in the realm of the realm, the old realm of the realm looked unhappy. These guys will be fine if they come. Place. Moreover, the violent aura on Chumo's body was felt even by the Realm King God realm. Old ancestor, Chumo's anger has spread to the realm of the Realm King. It's even more terrifying than last time. Jabbat God, face said to the old Kaiwang God with a terrified face. Although Sun Wukong and the others are also Saiyans, they are very different from Chumo. Super Saiyan 4 can't beat Super 1-Star Dragon, and now Miwa 1-Star Dragon is even more terrifying. To fight against the demonized 1-Star Dragon with one person's strength, which shows how terrifying it is. What a terrible guy to have such a terrifying state. The old Realm King God's face was extremely serious, looking at the figure of Chumo in the crystal ball and said, "This guy is even more dangerous than the evil dragon. If I'm not wrong, he should be the Super Saiyan among the Saiyans." Legend of the Super Saiyans. In the legends a long time ago, the talents and strengths of these Saiyans are far away. More than ordinary Saiyans. But at the same time, the destruction caused by this kind of Saiyan is also thousands of times that of ordinary Saiyans. This kind of Saiyan can amplify this anger infinitely after receiving a little anger. They are more relaxed than normal Saiyans and can quickly become Super Saiyans. But after becoming Super Saiyans, they will completely lose consciousness and become tools of battle. Fight till you die of exhaustion. Ask for flowers. How many times the universe was almost destroyed because of these guys, and now Chumo's fighting power is better than those that have been around for a long time. The previous Super Saiyans were even more terrifying. It erupted, and no one could stop it. One is not good. The universe was not destroyed in the hands of the demonized 1-Star Dragon, but was destroyed by Chumo alone. So the old god of the realm is more worried about Chumo now, because judging from his current rage, it is Chuan Cheosai. Asian. Super Saiyan. The god of Jabbat was at a loss, he had never heard of this name at all. I just hope that Chumo is an exception, just like last time, and can maintain his sanity after transforming. No. It would be a catastrophic disaster for the universe. The old Realm King said with a worried look on his face. This time, it was rare that he didn't scold the god Jabbat. Seeing the terrified look of the old ancestor, God Jade was even more terrified. When Sun Wukong and others on the side heard this, they also became uneasy. If they said that, he would. We seem to have encountered this kind of Super Saiyan too. But Broly is not as powerful as Chumo at all, it's just the strength of Super Saiyan 2. Moreover, they have already killed them. Last time, they also felt this kind of terrifying atmosphere of Chumo in various places in the universe, but they didn't feel the same after that thing. Therefore, they have confidence in Chumo. Just like their emperor, they have absolute confidence. At this time on the Earth, oh no, it was the original location of the Earth, which has become a huge black hole. A terrifying black hole formed by the destruction of stars. However, Chumo and the demonized one-star dragon didn't care about this kind of black hole at all, and it didn't affect them at all. Chum. I'm going to kill you. The demonized one-star dragon basically can no longer see its original appearance, and its whole body is almost covered with black and cold bones. The thorns continued to exude a terrifying odor. Two light and shadows, one black and one green, are particularly conspicuous in the black hole. If the black hole is conscious, he must scold Chumo. And the demonized one-star dragon, actually don't give it black hole face. Chumo's expression was icy cold, his evil smile raised slightly, and he clenched his hands. Thank you for visiting 5G Small. Chapter 92_. The grass-green arrogance around the body bloomed like fireworks, and the powerful suction of the black hole seemed to disappear. In general, wherever the grass-green arrogance went, it exploded violently. You and I want stronger power. Come on, demon world, continue to give me stronger power. The demonized Yixinglong suddenly woke up his consciousness, but he became even more frightened, and he didn't care about himself. He has now turned into this ghost. He needs more power from the demon world, and he doesn't want to die in Chumo's hands. And in a distant dimensional laboratory, Fu, who is covered in purple, was excited. Screaming, this is it. If you want strength, then I will give you strength, haha. Chumo, you are dead. Color. At this time, although Fu didn't seem to be in serious trouble, he could vaguely see that there was no light in his left eye. It can be seen that he was blinded by Chumo last time, and it is not completely healed. Even in an abyss deep in the dimensional space, Kaiyan, the king of the realm of time, frowned. She did not expect Chu. The breath of silence came again. Even more terrifying than the last 06. This guy should be fine, it looks like I'm going to pick him up ahead of time. The guys from Beijing Demon World don't either. Is so easy to deal with, more cunning. In fact, she didn't want Chumo to deal with Fu's affairs directly, at most she just let him track it. Although it is said to be the king of the realm at the time of apprenticeship, Chumo's strength has not yet reached the level, so at this time Chumo's identity is more like a time and space inspector. For Monkey King and Vegeta in Dragon Ball Heroes, just patrol and track. But now Chumo has directly confronted the opponent, which is beyond the ability of the time-space inspector. Thinking of Chumo's wicked smile, Kane blushed. Damn it, I actually listened to it several times. God damn it, damn it. It's all to blame on this guy. And you bastards, you have to mess around with time and space, and I will spend all day doing it. Seal you, suppress you. Kane spoke furiously at the swirling abyss in front of her, as if a little girl lost her temper. Looking at Chumo in front of him, the demonization, Xinglong's body turned into a mass of black flames, the outer layer of terrifying black flames. It jumped terribly. Roar. At this moment, the demonized one-star dragon has turned into a beast, and its body quickly swept towards Chumo. Faster than lightning, Sun Wukong and others only saw an afterimage in the crystal ball. Bang! With a light sound, everyone looked in the direction of the demonized one-star dragon, only to see the full power of the demonized one-star dragon with a punch. Then stopped. When they saw Chumo's figure again, everyone was stunned. One finger. With just one finger, Chumo blocked the heavy punch of the demonized star dragon. Look at his movements, very easy. It's like tickling. At this time, Chumo's figure is nearly 3 meters, but the demonized one-star dragon is nearly 10 meters, both of which look so funny. Then violated. But that's how it appeared in front of everyone's eyes. But at this moment, the demonized one-star dragon has no consciousness, and has no idea what fear is. Seeing that his fist was blocked, in the next second, 2 green lantern-like eyes shot out 2 green streaks of light. Frozen ray. But this time, the frozen light, which was always beneficial, failed. Didn't even touch Chumo's body. Just don't block the grass-green arrogance around Chumo. Even if he loses consciousness, it's still so shameless. Do you think such a sneak attack is useful? Let's see. See what real power is. Chumo said coldly. His body flashed for a moment, and a punch hit the chest of the demonized one-star dragon. The magic star dragon was beaten into a bow shape, like a lobster, and its strong energy even knocked the distant Mercury. All bombed. One more star gone. The king of the northern realm was in a cold sweat, watching another star in the solar system disappear. These terrifying guys are really good at dismantling galaxies. Roar. Demonic one, Xinglong can't speak anymore, but it doesn't mean he doesn't feel pain. Pain. Bang. Chumo kicked the demonized Xinglong out, instantly shattering the bones in his chest. Send you on your way, Yi Xinglong. Chumo's figure appeared, but he was standing on Yi Xinglong's chest, and a blue and white shape quickly condensed in his hand. Energy ball. The creatures of the whole universe, if you don't want to die, hurry up and donate some of your vitality. Otherwise, you won't be killed. This demonized one-star dragon, you will all die in the end. Soul bomb. However, Chumo's vitality bomb is different from that of Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong used the tone of request, while he directly is a threat. However, this seems to be more effective. Not long after, the vitality bomb, which was originally only 100 meters in size, instantly became bigger than the sun. The dazzling light even made Sun Wukong and others on the crystal ball unable to open their eyes. Hey, this thing really works. It gathers so much energy all at once. Chumo smiled. These creatures just want to intimidate. Otherwise, like Sun Wukong, you can't get much by begging hard. Die. Chumo smashed the vitality bullet hard, and the speed was as fast as lightning. Boom. 647 demonized one-star dragon wanted to avoid it, but it seemed like he had hit an invisible wall. The surrounding space was locked by Chumo. With intense despair, the demonized one-star dragon was directly purified by the vitality bomb and turned into cosmic dust. Whoosh is over. Chumo took a deep breath, calmed his excitement, and looked at the demonized one-star dragon that had long since disappeared. Showing a sneer. This trick is to save effort, otherwise, you will be half tired when you finish the fight. How can it be as easy as it is now? Boom. Vitality bounced past. Xinglong turned into a streamer and disappeared from everyone's sight, followed by 7 gold. The yellow dragon ball fell directly. Bang bang bang. Great, it's Dragon Ball. The evil dragon has been wiped out. Sun Wuhan and the others looked at the 7 dragon balls in the crystal ball with excitement, and they all said excitedly. At this time, the cracks on the dragon balls disappeared. Exactly the same as Dragon Ball before. Chumo found the aura of Sun Wukong and others, and then moved directly and instantly. Great, the Earth is saved, and with Dragon Ball, everything can be restored. Thank you, Chumo. As soon as he landed, Sun Wukong said loudly. The expression is very excited. Chapter 93 Beautiful Man's Halo. It's alright, it's all trivial. Chumo smiled and said lightly. He is very interested in this kind of enemy, and every time he fights, he becomes stronger. After this time, his normal combat power has reached 100 trillion, a full 5 times increase in combat power. Although after transforming into Super 4 full energy, his combat power has increased to 500, but he knows the opponent behind him. Stronger. Not to mention God of Destruction, angels, great priests, kings of all. Gold Frieza alone has a combat power of 100 cores, as for Super Blue Son Goku and Vegeta. There are opponents in other universes, so Chumo can't be slack. Each of them is a powerful opponent, and he doesn't want to be trampled underfoot like Sun Wukong and the others. Do it the best. Now that I have the thigh of the King of Time Realm, as long as I grasp it well, I will be able to use the power of time and space. Power and shorten the training time. If you want not to be bound by them, not to be controlled by them, and not to be destroyed by them, you can destroy them at will. I will become stronger and stronger than them. Anyway, thank you very much, Uncle Chumo. Sun Wukong looked grateful. His wife and mother died, and his home was destroyed. He had to rely on him. The power of the dragon. Okay, don't come here, and when the earth recovers, you can treat me to a big meal. Chumo is also used to the names of uncle and grandpa. Anyway, his identity as an elder can't escape. What kind of words of thanks, etc., there is no real meal to come. Okay, I'll let Mom and Bidily cook a big meal for Uncle Chumo in person. Sun Wukong hurriedly nodded. This was trivial to them. A meal is so cheap compared to the safety of the planet. Okay, Dragon Ball is right in front of you, then you can figure it out for yourself. Chumo said to Sun Wukong and the others that this was also related to him, destroying the solar system. This, I told you before, about the frequent use of Shenlong for a long time. The old realm god suddenly came over and said. But before he could finish speaking, he was frightened by the eyes of Sun Wukong and the others. Okay, old man, for this sake, why don't you use Dragon Ball? As for the future, let Dandy do more. Just clean it up. It's best to put this Dragon Ball in the Temple of Heaven, and save other humans from using the Dragon Ball. Chumo waved his hand and said disdainfully to the old god of the realm. Dare to stop me from saving Bulma, I will directly demolish your realm of the realm. Vegeta was even more simple and rude, and directly frightened the god Jabut beside him. His eyes narrowed, and he stopped talking. Dad, shall we start summoning the dragon now? Sun Wukong asked Sun Wukong. Well, let the solar system return to its original state first. Then resurrect all the dead humans. Sun Wukong said simply. Their original purpose of summoning the dragon god was to restore the destroyed earth and then resurrect the slain humans. It led to this big crisis, but fortunately everything has subsided. The crisis of the earth has been resolved, and normality has truly returned. Sun Gohan nodded. Restoring the solar system and resurrecting the slain human beings are the most important things right now. Alas. The old god of the realm watched Sun Wukong and the others made a decision, and had to sigh. Then looked at Chumo with complicated eyes. This is the legendary Super Saiyan, he can actually control. This power is really amazing. How did you control that power? The old realm king asked. What power? Chumo was stunned for a moment, but he quickly realized that what the old realm god was talking about should be the transmission of superpower. I don't know, maybe I'm born with supernatural powers. The ability to control powers that others can't control. Chumo spread his hands and said. Because he really didn't know how to explain it. Mr. Chumo, you are amazing. Jabut felt that he hadn't recovered from the shock yet. It is too strong. I can't imagine that there will be such a strong guy in the universe. It's really amazing. I hope you can always keep your heart. The old Kaiwang god nodded. agreeing with the words of God Yepa. Ah, I know what to do. Chumo nodded hard. This Xuanchao is no better than others. Once he loses control, his self-consciousness will be completely destroyed. He didn't want to be a mindless sabotage machine. With the help of Shenlong, the solar system was restored to its original prosperity, and the dead were resurrected. Chumo appeared on a distant planet, and then slammed into the void with both hands, and a black hole suddenly appeared. Inside is a crystal coffin, a coffin specially prepared for the gods, which can keep the corpse forever. But now there are beautiful short-haired beauties in it. If Sun Wukong and others are here, they will definitely be able to. See, this is the missing number 18. Chumo opened up a space on a distant planet, and then locked the 18th of GT time and space into this. The coffin, let her sleep here all the time. His strength is much stronger than Shenlong. Of course Shenlong can't find number 18 in this space. Ding! Now release a new sign in task. Kiss the King of Time for an hour, maybe the corresponding gift package award. Encourage. Ah, it's such a weird sign in task again. Can you change it? Chumo was helpless. Although the process was enjoyable, the consequences were serious. People will die. No matter how bad the opponent is, he is not the kind of god who can only hide, and his fighting power is not weak. Otherwise, it is conceivable how to seal the powerhouses of the demon world, and even Fu would not dare to resist. When the host completed the check-in task with number 18 before, he was granted Nuo Jiao Jiao, a hidden attribute. Huan, all women will automatically increase their favorability by 30% when they see the host. The system's voice was still so cold, making Chumo very helpless. Your sister, you lied, when did I have the halo of a handsome man? I don't see any charm. Where is the 30% favorability? Chumo asked a series of questions, but the system just didn't answer. Had to give up. Forget it, give it a go, maybe you can turn a bicycle into a motorcycle. The rewards are generally very generous. Suddenly, Chumo's figure disappeared. Appears again but in the sky, and has transformed into a Super Saiyan state, and then with a hug. The posture seems to be waiting for a certain girl to fall into her arms. 2 seconds later, the sky seemed to be torn apart, and a figure appeared. Then he entered Chumo's arms with great precision. Serve. Chapter 94 Obtaining the ability to travel through time and space. You, damn, Chumo. Kane struggled, but Chumo directly transformed into Xuanchao, who was nearly 3 meters tall, but it wasn't that a little lowly could earn money. Off. The person who came was Kai Yin, the king of the realm of time. Chumo felt a slight fluctuation of the power of time and space, and thought about it for a moment. Guess who is coming? To be able to find himself so accurately, and to have such a powerful power of time and space, he can't think of anyone other than Kane. As for Weiss, he probably won't come here. Moreover, the system has prompted, Chumo is not that stupid. Sure enough, Kane came. But of course she wouldn't fall into Chumo's arms so precisely, but Chumo used his time control ability. The time when Kane came out was reversed by 1 second. Then, the beauty is in her arms. It's none of my business, you came here yourself. Chumo said with a smile, very proud. You actually realized time reversal. It's still used on me. You. Kane was very unwilling. It took her tens of thousands of years to realize the ability to reverse time. Did not expect. Chumo realized it so quickly. And judging from the time just now, it was at least 2 seconds. I just realized it not long ago, hee. Chumo smiled, but hugged him even harder. It feels like a loli. 077, you let me go. Kane was angry, and her pretty face was icy cold. Don't let it go. Are you going to let it go? Don't let it go. Don't blame me for being rude. Kane said coldly, his eyes were icy cold. But who is Chumo? He is frightened, and he is afraid that women will fail. Even if she is the king of time, she is still a goddess. Cain doesn't care about this. A powerful breath is released, and the entire planet is shaken by this breath. Broke trembling. But how many winds and waves Chumo has seen, how can he be afraid of this? The breath of Chuan Chao Sayan also skyrocketed. The body still hugs Cain tightly. Damn, you let go. Cain struggled hard, but couldn't break free. The two were in a stalemate like this. Cain struggled, and Chumo tried his best to hug him tightly. For this reward, for his own life, and for picking up girls, Chumo also worked hard. An hour has passed. The two were still doing the same thing. Chumo felt that he was about to reach his limit, and he did his best to maintain Chuan Chao's strength. His mental power was drained a lot. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing the sign-in task. Get the sign-in package. Do you want to open the package immediately? Bullshit, open it up. I can't stand it anymore. Chumo roared in his heart. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully opening the sign-in package. Gain 10 times the spiritual power of the King of Time. Ding! Congratulations to the host for gaining 10 times the power of time and space, and the time reversal has been increased to 20 seconds. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining the ability to travel through time and space. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining an upgraded version of the beautiful man's halo. The mail will see the host and spontaneously increase by 60%. Sensitivity. I rely on. This time I made a lot of money. Time travel. However, the halo of this beautiful man is really special, and it is still an upgraded version. You are strong. Chumo admired the system a lot, and it was really awesome. In the future, you will rely on this system when you go out to pick up girls. Damn. Cain was even more angry. She was actually wiped by Chumo. She is a goddess. As the breath skyrocketed again, Cain's body also began to grow larger. A dazzling halo rose behind him. His purple skin turned pink, and an orange-red flowing long hair. She is completely a beautiful character with allure. A sacred aura rose up, making people unbearable to read blasphemously. The original Cain was still a year-old girl, but now Cain has become a youthful absolute. World beauty. However, with the appearance of a frost goddess, people can't help but feel terrified. But Chumo is a daring fellow. Seeing that Agba, the king of time Kayan has transformed, he immediately goes all out. Go ahead, work harder. Disrespect to the goddess, this is what he wanted to do in his last life. Such a frosty beauty is even more fulfilling. How dare you disrespect God? I'm also a god of apprenticeships, what's wrong with me? Hearing Chumo's words, Cain was suddenly at a loss for words. She personally brought up this realm king god during the apprenticeship, and she was considered a demigod. And, for some unknown reason, I saw Chumo's rogue and determined handsome face. Cain was a little crazy for time, and she suddenly felt that she didn't seem to have any rejection of him in her heart. Seeing this opportunity, Chumo immediately continued to wipe the oil, and then he directly. Cain was really stunned at this moment, with a dull look on her face. She really didn't expect it. Unexpectedly, her first kiss was so gone. The two stared at each other with wide eyes. For a while, neither of them made any other movements. I don't know if it's because of the 10 times more spiritual power of the goddess. Chumo has been maintaining the state of Xuanchao this time. Nothing happened for 2 hours. He felt that there was no danger, so he gradually quit the Super Saiyan state. After all, this state has always been. Consume mental energy. The most important point is that Cain still did not resist. In the end, Cain seemed to wake up and pushed Chumo away. Chumo didn't continue to hold him tightly and let go of Cain. The two did not speak for a while, and the atmosphere seemed a little awkward. Ah, I'll take care of it. For a long time, Chumo smiled. Cain kept staring at Chumo, and only spoke after a few minutes. You want to be responsible now, but your strength is still too poor. When you become the number one in the Cosmic Martial Arts Conference, you will surpass God of Destruction. My man will definitely surpass my strength. There was a smile in Kane's golden eyes, which was very charming. She is very curious about Chumo, and has been learning about his past these days. But I just can't find how he appeared in the future time and space, nor can I find anything about him. But she still likes Chumo's character very much. She dares to love and hate, and she acts decisively. That's why she directly mentioned him as her successor. A woman becomes curious about a man, and that is the beginning of the fall, and the goddess is no exception. No problem, there's nothing I can't do, isn't it the number one in the 12 universes, simple. Chumo can't believe that he can't. Chapter 95. Come on, Gogeta. However, how do you know about the Cosmic Martial Arts Conference? I can see what's possible in the future. Kane said angrily. Then did you see that I got the first till the first? Chumo suddenly asked curiously. Can't see, you didn't show up. That's why I'm curious. In the future I see, there is no you at all. Appeared. Kane said seriously. Has the future changed? Of course you can't see me, because I'm transmigrating. Chumo said something in his heart. Without him, he would grab the first place. Not only for the goddess, but also for his own strength. Okay, I'll pick you up. Let's go. Kane said directly, and then he was about to open the time-space tunnel. Wait, I have one more thing to do. You have to wait. Also, help me with someone. With that said, Chumo tore open the space and took out number 18. This is your wife's avatar in this world. Kane also had to sigh. The beauty of number 18 is not lost to her. No wonder Chumo likes her so much, even taking away the clone here. Okay, come back here when you're done. I'll wait for you here. After Kane finished speaking, he landed on the ground. Chumo smiled at her, then teleported away from this uninhabited planet. As soon as he returned to Earth, Chumo found Sun Wukong and Vegeta directly. I'm leaving. Chumo said. Where are you going? Sun Wukong asked. Where is this guy going? I'm leaving this world and coming back to mine. Chumo explained. If that's the case, then I'm going to challenge you. Vegeta also knew that Chumo was from another world and immediately challenged him. When Sun Wukong heard it, he was also, Vice was eager to try. Forget it, you two are not my opponents alone. This time we will learn from each other, and you will merge together. Bar. Chumo directly said that this time he was going to fight Vegeta one-on-one to fulfill one of his wishes. He has already fought against Vegeta, and it is not a pity that he will not fight Super 4 Gogeta now. Vegeta, he's right, we're not his opponents alone. We might as well be together. So we have a chance. Sun Wukong said to Vegeta that although he really wanted to fight, he also knew that the two of them were just looking for trouble. Already. Vegeta clenched her fists, her face flushed red. After a long time, he finally let go of his fists and said coldly, Kakarot, what you said makes sense. I agree. Let's reunite, we must defeat this guy Chumo. Never let him leave like this. Then let's go to a place where we can fight. Chumo said with a slight smile. Then let's go, there is indeed the most suitable place. Sun Wukong also laughed. At this time, in the realm of the King of Gods, God Jebat sneezed, and suddenly had a bad premonition. It seems that something bad is about to happen. Sure enough, the next moment, 3 figures appeared in front of him. Hey, you 3 are coming here to fight again. If you want to fight, please don't go out, don't keep fighting. Come to harm me here. The old Kaiwangshan, with an unwelcome look on his face. However, Chumo and the others don't care about this. All right, old man. I'm leaving, so use your place as the final ring. Chumo smiled. There, Sun Wukong and Vegeta also began to fuse. After the dazzling light, the figures of Sun Wukong and Vegeta disappeared. A more powerful Gogeta appeared in place. Chumo, come on. Gogeta smiled evilly, and the figure immediately flashed and flew into the distance. Chumo smiled knowingly, and the figure quickly swept away. Bang! Tens of thousands of meters away, the two of them touched their bodies, and their powerful fists slammed together. Radiant, like lightning and thunder, the terrifying energy collision directly caused a deep crater from the hard earthquake. Ouch! My planet is ringing. You two kill 1,000 knives. When the old god of the realm saw it, he was immediately distressed, and it seemed that he was going to move again. At this time, Chumo and Wujita were fighting very happily, and the corners of their mouths raised at the same time, wiping excited expressions. Affection. Chumo, show your real strength. Super 4 is not your real strength, so you can't win. Got ours. After that, the figure of Super 4 Gogeta disappeared instantly. Ask for flowers. Then, at a speed as fast as lightning, he galloped towards Chumo. Less than a second, Super 4 Wujita appeared in front of Chumo, one punch past. Good come. Chumo didn't dare to neglect. At this moment Wujita had a combat power of at least 1,000 capitals, much stronger than him. He directly transformed into a Super Saiyan, and the grass-green arrogance rose into the sky, as if to pierce the sky. With a loud roar, the air was surging, then shook hands into fists, and slammed it out. Bang! With a loud noise, Chao 4 Wujita and Chuan Chao Chumo's heavy punches slammed together. The huge anti-shock force directly shook the two of them out, and both of them, ding-a-ding-a-dang, stepped back dozens of meters. The ground is also a burst of spider web cracks that continue to spread out, which is terrifying to see. As expected of a super 4th level Gogeta, his strength is really strong. Chumo seemed very excited, and he felt that the blood in his body was about to boil. You are not weak. In this state, your strength is constantly improving. Super 4 Wujita immediately saw the power of Chumo's super transmission state. Hey, if it's not like this, how can I fight you? Ah, ha. Chumo roared and continued to raise the energy in his body. The sky-high air waves became stronger, shaking all the matter on the Zhuang Shengxing into dust. Great, I'm not bad, come on. Seeing Chumo's continuous improvement of chi, Super 4 Wujita became even more excited. The golden arrogance on his body suddenly skyrocketed, and thunder and lightning continued to rumble down in the sky. These two guys, oh. The old god of the realm looked at all this and had to sigh, these belligerent guys are too troublesome. Chumo and Wujita didn't act immediately, and the terrifying energy emanating from the two continued to collide. Formed a strong hurricane. Two terrifying energies, time is indistinguishable, the sky has been shrouded in darkness, and countless lightning bolts are maddening. Crazy chopped down, as if roaring. Even the air became hot, and the space began to distort. I'm here. Super 4 Gogeta knew that his battery life was not very long, and immediately started to do it. Shan. Chapter 96 Chuan Chao Chumo vs Chao 4 Wujita. Wujita's figure disappeared again, came to Chumo's side in an instant, and hit him hard with elbows one by one. Not to be outdone, Chumo directly punched him with a backhand. Boom. The terrifying energy was vented, instantly shattering the kilometer earth near the two of them. A kilometer-deep crater formed immediately, and the dust was impacted to an altitude of 10,000 meters, forming a gray sky. Come again. The figures of the two keep disappearing and appearing. Fists kept pounding together, feet, legs, elbows, like a Gatling gun, da, madness. Crazy collide together. In the realm of the king, countless high mountains were shattered by the strong shock wave, and the rocks kept falling from the sky. Potholes smashed the ground. The old Kaiwang god and Jabeth god, who had been temporarily evacuated to other planets, were trembling all over, separated by hundreds of millions of 29 inches. 0 kilometers, still frightened by this powerful energy collision. The planet that was a little closer to Zhuang Shengxing was even smashed into pieces by the energy of these two collisions. Another black hole is formed, and the strong suction absorbs all the light. The surroundings began to get dark, and only two kinds of arrogance, one gold and one green, were emitting 1,000 radians. It is Chumo and Super 4 Wujita who are constantly fighting each other. Chumo continued to increase Chuan Chao's power, as if there was no end to it. 600 Beijing. 800 Beijing. 1,000 Beijing. 2,000 Beijing. 5,000 Beijing. Super 4 Gogeta. After becoming Super 4 full energy, the combat power is directly increased to 5,000 Beijing. But after a minute, Super 4 Gogeta felt that his energy was almost gone. I only have 1 minute left, I'm going to continue to improve. If you give up, you can say it. Super 4 Gogeta shouted, and then lifted up again. 6,000 Beijing. Old ancestor, are they going to destroy our realm, King God realm? Such terrifying energy. Jabbat asked tremblingly. It's still early. The old realm gods naturally won't lose face, but their power is almost as high as our realm gods. The limits of the world, it's terrifying. Just 10 seconds, Chumo and Super 4 Wujita slammed tens of thousands of punches, and the strong punching pressure directly knocked the realm king. The stars all exploded. Even the nearby tens of millions of kilometers of planets have been bombed several times. The two punched each other again, and their respective figures flew out again. But this time Chumo flew a lot, tens of thousands of kilometers away, which shows how terrifying the Super 4 Wujita this time. Ah! Chumo turned the result of this time into anger, and once again brought out the mysterious power in his body and led the battle. The force increased again. 6,000 Beijing. At this point in the battle, the three of them have already obtained the greatest satisfaction. Chumo, take my last move. 100 times Turtle School Qigong Wave. Super 4 Gogeta directly folded his hands into a calyx shape, and a blue light condensed in his hands. The terrifying energy made the old realm king god's expression change greatly. Damn, just finished speaking, they are about to explode such a powerful force. Okay, look at my strongest move. Dragon Fist Explosion. Chumo shrank his right hand, his whole body concentrated on his right hand, and golden light began to flash. Super strong blue light waves blasted past. The golden dragon roared and flew towards the blue light waves. Boom! Two powerful energies collided, sending them flying tens of thousands of kilometers away in an instant. Chumo directly spit out a mouthful of old blood, and his breath has also decreased a lot. And Gogeta also disintegrated, becoming Monkey King and Vegeta. Haha, happy! Chumo shouted, and the injury quickly recovered due to the regeneration ability. Alas, it's not enough, the time is over. The one who can say such words is naturally Sun Wukong. Vegeta also looked unfulfilled. He had a more intuitive sense of Chumo's strength, knowing that with his current combat power, he is not qualified to challenge Chumo. After the fight, it's time for me to go too. I hope to see you next time and have a good fight. Chumo said with a smile, it's really comfortable to be able to fight happily, although it didn't really separate in the end. Win or lose. But at least he was much better than Brawly and wasn't directly abused. It would be great if we could meet again. Next time I see you, I will definitely impress you. Sun Wukong said excitedly. I will challenge you myself next time. I won't give Kakarot another chance. Vegeta's face is coquettish, and it is a shame for him to become Gogeta by merging, he really doesn't. I want to fuse with Kakarot. Chumo smiled and didn't speak. The next time we meet, it's about him defeating Gogeta, and then there's Vegeta. Challenge him. Suddenly he remembered something, turned around and continued, by the way, if you want to find more opponents to fight, I have a good proposal that you can consider. What proposal? What do you do? Hearing that there will be more opponents and can continue to fight, Sun Wukong and Vegeta are not calm. This is the best way to improve their combat effectiveness. Looking at this world, you can find someone who is stronger than them. There are few of them. And Chumo is also leaving, they are short of opponents. As for me, there is a god on it, she can take me through time and space. So my duty is to solve those powerful. And the villains who want to riot in the world of time and space are also the reason why I came to your world. Chumo explained why he came here. Those villains are very powerful, you must not. Will be disappointed. Before challenging me, you can fight them to improve your strength. Think about it. The reason for looking for them is that in addition to the strength of Sun Wukong and Vegeta, Chumo also needs someone to share the burden. Just work. He has to constantly improve his strength. 0.6 is always going everywhere, it's not a waste of time. Moreover, Sun Wukong and Vegeta have great potential, and cultivating them can also be regarded as cultivating one opponent for oneself. You can motivate yourself to practice harder. Sun Wukong couldn't help the excitement in his heart, and immediately agreed, no problem, I agree. Please take me there. See that god, Chumo. Seeing that Gita was also very willing, he still held back and said slowly, since Kakarot is also. Agree, that underscore well I agree too, I am fighting for justice. You have a fart justice, and you didn't know which one was going to destroy the earth in the first place. Chumo glanced at Vegeta with contempt, but he didn't expose him. This arrogant Bedian has changed a lot, otherwise he would not be so caring for his family and become a daughter slave. Thank you for visiting 5G Xiao Network. Remember me, 5G XS. Chapter 97 You're going to beat up Beerus. In this way, under the recommendation of Chumo, Sun Wukong and Vegeta became the king of the realm of time, Kane. 2 time and space patrolmen. Then under the leadership of Kane, Chumo left the GT time and space. Where is this? After traveling through an unknown number of dimensions in the time and space tunnel, Kane and Chumo appeared on a strange planet. Everything here is twisted, the sky is swirling everywhere, there is only one huge palace on the planet. Suspended in midair. However, just like the realm of the realm of the realm, as soon as Chumo entered here, he felt a very powerful space invitation. Bundle. Even stronger than the realm of the King of Gods. This is the temple of time and space, where countless guys who disrupt time and space are sealed. It's also where I live. You have to be there. 3 years of practice here. Kane narrowed his eyes and said. Why? Chumo is helpless, is he locked up? Because you are too weak. Beerus, the god of destruction, will go to Earth in 3 years. We solved it without a hitch, but I wish you were stronger. You're going to give me a beating of bizons. That guy. The first half of Kane was fine, but the latter left Chumo speechless. Beating God of Destruction 07 Beerus, although this is a bit difficult, but it is not impossible. What feud do you have with Beerus? Chumo was curious. In front of 10 million, he said I was too short, and he said I was too fat. I can't swallow this breath, since you. To be my man, you must not beat him up. Kane smiled, but Chumo was speechless for a while. Damn, she remembers everything 10 million years ago. As expected of a goddess, even the time to hold revenge is much longer than that of women. Well, I'm speechless. What else can Chumo say? One word, dry. Kane was naturally delighted, and then continued, do you know what the biggest difference between mortals and gods is? Lifetime. Chumo's first feeling was this. It's a person. Kane gave the answer. God has a personality that transcends human existence, and of course some people like to call this a dimension. Different times. The god of Yuan has a natural suppression on the god of the upper level, even if the opponent's combat power is stronger than him. But the oppression from the spiritual aspect will also make the other party unbearable. Chumo suddenly realized that there is a dimensional gap between gods, and low-dimensional gods are naturally afraid of high-dimensional gods. That's why the god Bic didn't even have the courage to fight when he met the king of the realm. This is from the dimension. Suppress. So if I want to become the king of time, I must first improve my dimension. Chu Ming thought deeply. The king of time is the god of time, and his status is comparable to that of the god of destruction and the king of God in the universe. Cain looked at Chumo with a smile, and said with a smile, "Yes, that's the truth. But ordinary people need to improve. Dimension is not easy. Back then, it took me tens of millions of years to improve my dimension. Compared to mortals, gods are long-lived creatures. But at the level of god of destruction, it can even be said to be immortal. It is also very difficult to reach such a level. Sun Wukong and Vegeta can rely on the transformation of Saiyans. Body reaches the state of demigod. However, it is impossible to truly become a god, which is the gap in the dimension. Your previous realm is already equivalent to a demigod. If you work harder to become a true god, you will not be a god." "Big problem," Cain said again. "So your first priority is to increase your dimensional level, although this may make your power increase slower a lot, but the more solid the foundation, the stronger it will be in the future. And as long as it becomes true righteous God, your lifespan will be infinitely extended." "Then how do I improve?" Chumo asked. This chick brought this up, and there must be a following. "It just so happens that there is in the Temple of Time and Space the place to raise the dimension. Do you want to try?" "You have already prepared your feelings, can I say no?" Chumo spread his hands, looking indifferent. "Such a good thing," the ghosts refuse. "His current strongest combat power is about 1 Gao, and he must increase it to more than 1000 Gao within 3 years. Has the ability to fight Beerus. And his basic combat power is less than 200 trillion, and it is not easy to increase it to 2500 trillion. Even if the Super Saiyan's combat power doubled every year, it would be difficult for him to do so. Therefore, Chumo stayed in the realm of time to cultivate, and while improving his personality, he also worked hard to improve combat power. 3 years passed quickly. In the universe of the main time and space, on a khaki planet, a group of pig people are busy in the kitchen. "Have you guys done it yet? Hurry up, that lord can't wait. Hurry up, hurry up. This time it's about the safety of our big pig planet." A pig king with a crown yelled anxiously. Finally, after a few minutes, a pile of oddly shaped, delicious dishes was ready, placed in a long dining table. "Lord Beerus, this is the best food on our planet. Please enjoy," the pig king said flatteringly. His eyes were full of fear and awe. After Beerus woke up, he brought Whis to this big pig planet to find food. He also threatened to destroy the planet if there was no food. In the end, Beerus was satisfied, but in order to protect his face, he made an excuse. "Your stuff is very good." The pig king's face changed greatly, and he quickly asked, "Well, what are you dissatisfied with? Even if you say, let's change it now." "No, it's just that the fat content is too high. If I eat like this, I'll get fat. That's why you guys are walking very fast. Look, this planet, just keep half of it." After saying that, Beerus tapped his pointy fingernails on the dining table. A purple light circle appeared instantly, and then spread to half the planet. Boom! In the universe, a violent explosion sounded, and half of this khaki-colored big pig planet exploded directly. "Lord Beerus, you are obviously very satisfied. Why did you destroy half of their planet?" Weiss asked with that sexy little mouth. "This one will make you fat if you eat too much. I don't want to be like Pa. Go to another planet." Beerus picked his teeth with his long pointed fingernails and said slowly. The old realm god suddenly trembled in the distant realm of realm gods, and then became dull. With a trembling voice, he said, "This is a big trouble. Thank you for visiting the 5G Xiao network. Remember me, 5G XS. Chapter 98 Beerus is here." In just a few days, Beerus destroyed dozens of planets. But for the vast universe, this is just a drop in the ocean. Has Weiss found that Super Saiyan God? I want to fight him, and he actually appeared in my dream. Inside, is that guy also a god? Weiss waved his magic wand, the magic stone at the top moved, and a light curtain appeared in front of him. I can't find this god. I don't know if he exists. Weiss frowned and said, but there are signs of Saiyan activity on Earth. Then let's go to Earth. Beerus said directly. Yes, but there is a Saiyan who cultivates on the planet of the Northern Realm King. Do you want to go to the Northern Realm King first? ? Weiss said. The King of the Northern Realm, the planet that I destroyed more than half of. It's interesting, there are Saiyans in the north. Where the Realm King? Beerus touched his chin, as if he was recalling something. Then let's go to the Northern King first, then go to Earth. Maybe they know something. Can't find this Super Saiyan god, I can't sleep. Okay, Beerus-sama, we're off. Weiss clicked his magic wand and immediately set off. At this time, the King of the Northern Realm suddenly felt an inexplicable chill, and his whole body shivered for a while, and then it was boring. Stand up. Under the reminder of the old Realm King, the Northern Realm King finally knew why. That big evil star actually woke up and wanted to come to him again. My Nima, why am I so unlucky? No, I want to move. No, it's too late to move now. The King of the Northern Realm muttered to himself, his expression extremely complicated. Ah, Lord Northern Realm King, what happened? You are nervous and sweating profusely. Sun Wukong asked in confusion. Sun Wukong, who was training, came over, and immediately shocked the King of the Northern Realm. Just now, the old King God explained that Sun Wukong and Beerus, the god of destruction, must not be allowed to meet. It's okay, it's okay. It's just that the weather is hot, you can continue training. Next, you. For indoor training. The King of the Northern Realm wiped the sweat from his forehead, and his face was ashamed. Suddenly he seemed to remember something, and quickly said, by the way, isn't it Bulma's birthday? You first. Go back to her birthday party, and continue to practice later. It's better to send this evil star away as soon as possible. The two evil stars meet, is this worth it? I told Bulma long ago that the birthday party is forgot, I will continue to practice. That guy Chu Mo Ding is stronger, and if I don't work hard, I won't be able to catch up with him. Sun Wukong frowned and said, Vice doesn't admit defeat. If Chu Mo sees Sun Wukong at this time, he must be shocked, because Sun Wukong's normal fighting power at this time. There are actually 10 trillion, which is much stronger than when he turned into Super Saiyan 3. In just 4 years, it was under his stimulation that Sun Wukong made such great progress. Moreover, Sun Wukong always felt that the Northern Realm King was hiding something from him, and the sixth sense of a man made him feel that the Northern Realm King was suspicious. Oh, it's too late. You go back to the house first and don't come out. The King of the Northern Realm was trembling all over, with the expression of a man when he was about to launch. He has already felt the familiar aura, still the smell of the past, and the terrifying aura of the past. Lord Northern Realm King, what's the matter? Is there a terrible enemy coming? Leave it to me, I will definitely help you solve it. Sun Wukong looked puzzled, but excited. However, he could not feel any breath. It seems that it is not easy to come. But what kind of enemy is it that makes the King of the Northern Realm so afraid? Fighting horses is what he is best at. Don't ask any more questions, you go back to the house first. The King of the Northern Realm hurriedly pushed Sun Wukong into the house, daring not to let him meet Begs. As soon as Sun Wukong was locked in the house, the King of the Northern Realm felt a chill appear behind him. Come on. The King of the Northern Realm was startled and turned around tremblingly. King of the Northern Realm, I haven't seen you for many years, but the style is still the same. A slow voice sounded, seemingly impatient. The King of the Northern Realm turned around, just in time to see the serious handsome face of Weiss, and the gene behind Weiss. The cat face that would wake him up from his dreams. You seem very unwelcome to me. Beps licked his paw with a dissatisfied expression. Where, it's my honor, Lord Beerus, to visit me, the king of the Northern Realm. I'm very welcome. However, do you have any instructions for this visit, Lord Beerus? The king of the Northern Realm rubbed his hands with each other, in a pleasing manner. At this time, Sun Wukong in the house also heard the words of the Northern Realm king, and suddenly became curious. Who is this Beerus? Is he strong? Why can't he feel his anger at all? Sun Wukong is very strange. Of people who can't feel anger. It is a robot, and the second is an artificial human. As for the third, that is God. Is he a god? Sun Wukong was immediately excited, and it was the first time he had encountered a god who could fight. The gods, realm kings, and even realm gods that I encountered in the past belong to the non-combat type, so when fighting, most of them are solved by their Saiyans. Lord Beerus has come from afar, why don't you have a light meal first? The king of the Northern Realm said carefully, hoping that the evil star would leave soon after eating. He, the king of the Northern Realm, doesn't have much territory, and can be called the most pitiful realm king. Oh, what delicious food did you prepare? Beerus almost forgot his own purpose in coming here. You are satisfied. The king of the Northern Realm replied quickly, and he was secretly relieved, as long as the ancestor left quickly. Would it be better to take him to the great realm king? Oh hey, Beerus-sama, did you forget something? At this moment, Weiss said suddenly. Ah, that's right, I almost forgot the purpose of this time. It's all you fat bastard who seduced me. Beerus said angrily. How dare I, this is not to welcome Beerus-sama's arrival. The king of the Northern Realm pressed his hands and fingers against each other, as if his lie had been exposed. Forget it, I don't care this time. Call the guy in your house out, I have something to ask. His life. Beerus put his eyes on the room behind the king of the Northern Realm. Of course, he had already discovered the aura of Sun Wukong. Middle. Chapter 99 Finding the Super Saiyan God. The king of the Northern Realm was speechless for a while. Damn, what are you really afraid of? What are you here for? But this can't be hidden, it's obvious that Beerus is here for Sun Wukong. Goku, come out, Beerus-sama wants to ask you some questions. The king of the Northern Realm had no choice but to hope that Sun Wukong would not deliberately provoke Beerus. But obviously, the king of the Northern Realm thought too much. Beerus-sama, it's the first time we meet, please take care of me. Sun Wukong's familiar expression made the king of the Northern Realm sweat profusely, and quickly wiped his sweat. Beerus frowned, but didn't say much, licked his paw, and asked leisurely, you are Sai. Demi, then do you know the Super Saiyan God? Super Saiyan God. Sun Wukong frowned and looked puzzled. I've only heard of Super Saiyan, who is the Super Saiyan God? Is it the realm after Super Saiyan? Has Chumo reached it? Sun Wukong thought of Chumo for the first time, but he was not sure. It looks like you don't even know who it is, which is a shame. Hearing this, Beerus was immediately dull. Lord Beerus, I don't think this person exists at all, let's go back. How can this universe be? Can someone be your opponent? Weiss said with a chuckle. No, 043 I think this is definitely not as simple as a dream. The prophecy fish also said that there is a Super Saiyan God. There must be no falsehood. Come on, let's go to Earth, the people there should know. Beerus said disappointedly. Hearing that Beerus was leaving, the king of the Northern Realm was overjoyed and was about to see Beerus away. At this time, the king of the Northern Realm heard a voice that broke his heart. Beerus-sama, please wait a moment. It was Sun Wukong who said. Damn it, little ancestor, what's the matter? Wait for this big guy to leave, you can't say it again. The king of the Northern Realm almost scolded his mother, but he didn't dare to attack. What else do you have? Beerus, with a very impatient look, he looked at Sun Wukong with a bad look. I'm going to challenge you. Sun Wukong said seriously. PFF'd. The chubby body of the Northern Realm king fell suddenly. Done. There were only 2 words left in his mind. Are you going to challenge me? Bizens said lightly, with a murderous look in his eyes. As the god of destruction, he is the strongest god in the seventh universe. Wes Ahae is an angel, except for nature. Although someone dared to challenge him, this was undoubtedly a challenge to his majesty. Since you want to die, then I will fulfill you. Beerus said grimly, it's not just killing someone, it's a matter of 2 seconds. The ending is obvious. Sun Wukong was defeated and was stunned by Beerus with one hand. But Beerus didn't kill Sun Wukong, because it took him a few minutes to knock out Sun Wukong. Past. This guy, very interesting. I'm in a good mood this time, forget it. Wes, let's go. Throwing the unconscious Monkey King on the ground, Beerus said lightly. Let's go to Earth and see, maybe we can meet the guy named Chumo that this guy said. He actually said that. It's funny how a Saiyan could possibly beat me. During the battle just now, Sun Wukong spoke out the stronger Chumo, which immediately made Beggs very interested. Chumo, I know him, he was really strong in the past few years, I don't know what is going on now. He shouldn't be better than Ruth Sama's opponent is. Weiss said thoughtfully. Although Chumo 4 years ago was stronger than Sun Wukong now, he didn't think Chumo could defeat Beerus. Being a god of destruction is a genius among geniuses, and Beerus has been a god of destruction for hundreds of millions of years. Even if he often sleeps and is lazy, it is not something that Saiyans can catch up with in a few years. Oh, have you seen him? Beerus looked very unhappy, and Whis didn't mention it at all. Yes, how is he better than this guy? Beerus pointed to Sun Wukong. It should be stronger than him. Although Sun Wukong is a fighting genius, after all, the time is too short. Weiss said. Then let's go to Earth and see if we can meet him. Maybe he's the Super Saiyan god. Bizens said excitedly. Maybe, but he doesn't seem to be in this universe at the moment. Weiss said lightly. Maybe I went and he came back. Beerus didn't give up. It was rare to wake up from sleep. If you don't find out, how can you be so embarrassed to continue sleeping? After arriving on Earth, Beerus scared Vegeta to death, and has been trembling all the time. Until, unaware of Bulma, he slapped Beerus hard, and the wife-protecting madman Bei Dian suddenly turned into Ying. Hung against Beerus's Dayton onslaught. But unfortunately, he also had the same result and was easily defeated by Bizens. Later, Tianjin Fan and others also went up, but none of them were Beerus opponents, and they were completely defeated. Weiss watched with relish, because number 18 took the opportunity to get him a lot of delicious food. After being with Chumo for so long on the 18th, it is natural to hear him occasionally talk about the angel Whis and the god of destruction Beerus. I know better that these two are down-to-earth foodies. As long as there is delicious food, even if there is an occasional exception, it is not a problem. This is the food planet, the speciality of the earth, not the strange food that can be compared. Which made Bulma look like a big head. Is this the image of the terrifying servant of the god of destruction? Although Bizens was very dissatisfied, Sun Wukong came back in time. Finally, under the persuasion of Weiss and the temptation of various delicacies, Bizens temporarily agreed to let Sun Wu. Sora summons the dragon to find the Super Saiyan god. Next, the behavior of Shenlong surprised Sun Wukong and the others again. It turns out that the arrogant Shenlong also has time to flatter, and even his integrity is gone. Theocracy is king. However, Shenlong didn't know where the Super Saiyan god was, which disappointed Sun Wukong and others. Then please bring Chumo back here. Sun Wukong and Vegeta felt that maybe Chumo had a way to deal with Beps. That guy is an outlier. You can change your wish, I can't summon him. He is not in this dimension. Shenlong is embarrassed now. It claims to be omnipotent, but it can't continuously realize its wishes. Then tell us, is there a way to make a Super Saiyan god? Bulma is angry that her 43rd birthday party has caused so much trouble. Chapter 100 Super Saiyan God. In the end Shenlong told Sun Wukong how they became the Super Saiyan God. Then adding the child in Bidili's belly, Sun Wukong finally transformed into the Super Saiyan God. In a dimensional space somewhere in the sky, Chumo was speechless. "Sigh," he said, "this Super Saiyan God has actually improved so much combat power, it's too easy for Nima. Come on." After finishing speaking, he hugged the goddess Cain, who was beside him, and took a hard bite. In the past 3 years, Chumo has worked hard for Cain. Sing love songs, tell jokes, tell stories. He used all his experience of picking up girls in his previous life to deal with Cain. A goddess who has been innocent for hundreds of millions of years, how has she seen such a big battle, and she took the initiative to surrender in just half a month. Hug. Although Chumo had succeeded by 60% due to the effect of the beautiful man's halo. But without these efforts, the rest is still hard to say. Then, on a stormy night, Goddess Cain became Chumo's second woman. Of course, the promise of beating Beerus remains the same, and the purpose of attending the Cosmos Martial Arts Conference remains the same. Does not change. Mom, don't do this. If you do this again, you won't be able to get out of bed for several days. Be careful to squeeze you dry. Exclamation mark quote. Cain licked his lips, looking seductive. Chumo was shocked. Now is not the time, and he didn't expect that the goddess's performance on the bed was not at all. Lost on the 18th. The performances are so wild and so impulsive. Holding down the fire in his heart, Chumo began to seriously watch the battle between Super Red Sun Wukong and Beerus. He estimated that the combat power of this Super Red Sun Wukong has increased to at least 80 Gai. The current Super Red is naturally not comparable to the Super Blue that was able to beat the Golden Frieza later. Hey, I can't compare with these comparisons. I have worked hard to cultivate. It has only reached 200 Gao now. It's so unfair that you can turn into a Super Saiyan God by combining any 6 of us. Chumo was very upset. Okay, don't bother with that. Bisons is the norm now, but not a redhead either. Beatable. Cain chuckled. For some reason, she just likes to see Chumo frowning. Also, after becoming a god, combat power is no longer so important. You have to remember this, if you blindly pursue combat power, then it falls into the inferior position. Cain said seriously. Okay, I get it. You're about to become a yellow-faced woman, and you know how to nagging every day. Chumo smiled. He didn't know this truth, but he didn't change it for a while. Ding! Start posting new sign-in missions. Watch Super Red Sun Goku and Beerus fight until the end. Get the corresponding gift package reward. At this time, the sound of the system sounded again, causing a crow to fly through Chumo's heart. That's okay, just look at it like that. Okay, just take a look and see. Chumo simply took out a sofa in the dimensional space, and then hugged Cain 1. Chewing melon seeds, watching the upcoming battle between Monkey King and Beerus. I kept you waiting, Beerus-sama. Let's get started. Sun Wukong bowed and said, unable to hide the excitement in his heart. He felt that his whole body was full of strength, at least 1,000,000 times higher than before. What's the matter? I can't feel Kakarot's breath at all, it shouldn't be. Vegeta, faces puzzled. After Kakarot's operation just now, the combat power should be stronger. Sun Wufan also frowned, wondering what was going on. Several people in Tianjin Rice were also confused, what was going on? The breath of God, we cannot feel it. At this time, the 18th suddenly said lightly. Oh, you know a lot. Weiss said suddenly. My husband mentioned some characteristics of God before, I just wrote it down. 18 explained. Oh, it's Chumo, that's no wonder. Weiss thought that Chumo knew it from the King of Time. In this case, number 18 knew this, and he didn't. What a very difficult thing. The Kai in you looks like you made it, that's fine. It's just your hair, and what I dreamed of. Not the same, forget it, come on. Bizens squinted at Sun Wukong, his eyes blazing with scorching light. Hey! As soon as Beerus' voice fell, Sun Wukong was not polite and launched an attack directly. Ask for flowers. Because he knew how terrible Beerus was. The figure flashed, and it has come behind Beerus. However, this distance is a bit large, and it is a few dozen meters away from Beerus, so it is impossible to hit Beerus. Beerus didn't do anything either. He still squinted at Sun Wukong. He knew that this was Sun Wukong's attack on him. The power of ascension is unfamiliar for reasons. Wow, that's amazing. It's uncontrollably fast. Sun Wukong looked at his body excitedly, feeling the surging power in his body. You get used to it first. It seems that this force is not small. Beerus, the appearance of a deputy master, let Sun Wukong adapt to the power first. This guy, with so much more strength, naturally can't adapt. I'm different, I'm real. Cultivated. In the dimensional space, Chumo looked at Sun Wukong disdainfully, rather like a rush to eat grapes. Cain looked at it and giggled, making his face a little uneasy. In fact, he doesn't even bother to become a god like this, it can only be a false god. Although his strength has reached the level of a god, his personality has not improved, and his lifespan has not improved. Therefore, Chumo is waiting for an opportunity to become a Super Saiyan god on the basis of Super Saiyan 4. This is the true combination of power and realm. Sun Wukong started waving his fists and feet in the air, and stopped after a few minutes. Thank you Sir Beerus, I'm all right, I won't let you down this time. Monkey King bowed and said that he was very grateful to Bizens. Come on then. Beerus tickled Sun Wukong with his palm, motioning for him to let the horse come over. Sun Wukong was not polite, and directly attacked Beerus. This time he has a good handle on power and speed. Poof! With a muffled sound, Sun Wukong's fist slammed heavily on Beerus' palm, but he did not repel Beerus. Half a minute. This is impossible. The punch just now was so powerful that he couldn't even knock back a single step. Bip. Sir, so strong. Beta looked at the cold sweat, although he could not feel the breath of the two, but the punch of Sun Wukong just now. Po Kong's voice let him know that he would never be able to bear it. And,